my kwame to find it. I want to that it, yeah. What did you go no crop? What he be so more? Pressing there, you bad, the cura. Kwame from all you. Papa, Kwame. The great man and son of Africa. Kwame Nkrumah, Nkrumah, Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah, Nkrumah, Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah, Nkrumah, Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah, Nkrumah, Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah. Oroko wabe, Oroko wabe. Yay! Oroko wabe, Oroko wabe. Oroko wabe, Oroko wabe, Goda! Give me your daughter, I go marry him. Mama, give me your daughter, Mama, give me your daughter, I go marry him. Mama, give me your daughter, she go be my own, nobody's own. She go be my own, nobody's own. She go be my own. Are you sure, baby? That when I come to you, no one will fight me and say you are hurt. Are you sure, baby? That when I come to you, no one will fight me and say you are hurt. Because where I am, that's also wahala. I don't want to enter to another wahala. Because where I am, that's also wahala. I don't want to enter into another empire. Mama, give me your daughter, I go marry him. Husband, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, saya. One more time. have met and they want to come together. Now listen to what happened. Now the beautiful lady goes to the man and say, hey, my brother, my sweetheart, are you sure when I give you my heart, you're not going to disappoint me? I love you, so I want to be sure that when I give you my heart, you're not going to disappoint me and make me feel I'm no one. No lady is going to come back and say, you belongs to her. So I have no choice. Oh my God. Bayasemu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10! One more time! Did I reach? I said, better way! Oh, yeah! Better way! Come on, come, yeah! Better way! Oh, yeah! Alright, so we are in Ghana month, and we want to tell everybody that, hey, as a worker, you need to do what you have to do. Don't sit there and say, I no go mind. I no go mind. Are you ready? Band, are you ready? Alright. 1, 2, 3, we go. Government work no be my own. I'll give myself. Make I do what in the hole they go. As long as I go see money, I don't go mine at all. I don't go mine, I don't go mine. I don't go mine, I don't go mine. I don't go mine, I don't go mine. Government work not be my own. Make I do what anyhow they go. As long as I go see money, nothing go concern me. Make I do what anyhow they go. Because them go pay me. I don't go mind anything where they happen. Whether I come to work early or not, whether I delay or not, I go get my money. So I don't go mind. Husband, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, say! At work. WhatsApp, the wahala. Instagram, they are always on Instagram. They are not doing what they are supposed to do at work. They are just relaxing, watching YouTube, because they know at the end of the day, their manager will pay them money. As citizens, we need to be mindful of whatever that is around us. Don't go to government work and say you know the mind. Because anything will go happen, no go concern you. At the end of the day, you will see money. Now wow. Now wow. Husband, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! as you live in your house, in your community, in your neighborhood. Make sure you are very vigilant, because anything where it will happen must concern you. Because this is a person they do very wrong thing, but if the talk say, you know they concern you. Because see person they throw rubbish into the gardens, you say you know they concern you. Because this is a person they one corner in the plan evil, you go hear them, you go say you know they concern you. Make I tell you something. Lizard, where he follow, his friend goes somewhere. You know the name of the friend? Rat. But he no say lizard na waterproof, but rat is not waterproof. Rat where follow lizard go inside rain. You don't know say wahala. They wait for her. 1, 2, 3, go! One more time. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Woo! I'm sure you are enjoying in your house. Now this is the Wazumbians watching us live. All right, are you ready? Happy yourself. Let's go, Wazumbians. You know, this is Ghana, and this is high life music. This song is called Happy Yourself. Hey! Happy yourself, it's a brand new day. Enjoy yourself. It's party time. Happy yourself. It's a brand new day. Enjoy yourself. It's party time. I'm over one to I'll touch you why. I'm over one to I'll touch you why. Forget my wedding. One jump call. Forget my wedding. One jump call. I've been getting my gentleman seat. Party time, happy yourself, it's a brand new day. Once man, are you ready? Hey, 1, 2, 3, again! It's party time, come and listen. Party time, come and let's dance. Bring your dancing shoes and the floor. Bring your dancing shoes. Hold some brother, lady. Come and let's dance. I say hold some sister, brother. Come and let's dance. I say hold some brother, lady. It's party time. Happy yourself. It's a brand new day. Enjoy yourself. Party time, happy yourself, it's a brand new day, enjoy yourself. party time. Come and listen. Bring your dancing shoes. Come and listen, sir. I said bring your dancing shoes. Come and listen, sir. Put some brother lady. Come and listen, sir. I said hold some sister brother. Come and listen, sir. I said hold some brother lady. Come and listen, sir. I said hold some sister brother. It's party time. Happy yourself. It's a brand new day. Enjoy yourself. It's party time. Happy yourself. It's a brand new day. Enjoy your husband. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, we go. Follow. Let's go. Jerry, give me something. Stand by. Gotta give me something. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let me hear something. One, two, three, hot. It's party time. Come and listen. It's party time. Come and listen, sir. Bring your dancing shoes out to the floor. I said, bring your dancing shoes. Come and listen, sir. I said, hold some brother lady. Come and listen, sir. I said, hold some sister brother. Come and listen, sir. I said, hold some brother lady. Come down, boy. Come down, boy. It is party time. It is party time. It's party time. Husband, are you ready? Party time. 1, 2, 3, we go. Hola! Yeah! Thank you.
It's a good morning. It is a good morning. It's a good morning. I'm sure that you're having a lot of fun this morning. Well, we played you Wazombians, and that was a very interesting one. You should happy yourself. Yeah, happy yourself. And I'm sure that the weather you are enjoying in your home this morning, please don't say you won't go to work, because you definitely have to maybe pass through the rain or drive through the rain and get to work. It's going to be an interesting one here today. We'll bring you nothing but the best of the Friday edition of Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. On Fridays, we'll bring it down. We'll let it loose so that you can prepare for the weekend. I'm supposed to have done this show with Chris Carter today, but I'll introduce our very own Nana Tufo Boatin, who is going to be on the show with me. My name is Philip Milati. Manana, why you pay me like that?
Oh, okay. I'm on the show. So we are live.
No. We are
live.
Dead.
Oh, hi, people. Hi, good morning. How you doing? Welcome. This is Breakfast Daily. But Philip, you didn't tell me we're live.
We are live. We are live. Or we are not live. We are live.
Oh, we are live, so they can see us.
Can you see us? If you can see us, you can send us a message.
All right.
Send us a message that you can see us.
Send us a message if you can see us.
Yeah,
if we are live.
You understand? But the weather this morning is...
Oh, you see, the weather is beautiful until it's, accompanying challenges happen.
It's true.
It's been raining from like 4 a.m. within the Tema areas.
Okay.
And those of us who drive through the underbridge is already full. Yeah, so if you have a low bed car,
that means you can't go through that.
You can't
place.
use the underbridge. So go and go through 18, join the motorway, go all the way to the Ashaman overhead before you can turn back onto the motorway to face Accra.
Wow.
Yeah,
this can actually lead to a gridlock on that stretch.
It's very possible. And you know, the construction more or less has stalled, if you ask me, because I don't see the workers on
motorway.
I don't see the workers on the motorway anymore. So it looks like the construction has stalled and the place is Basa, Nyama, Chaka.
Engineer Mahama, Engineer Bimpon, Engineer Saki, please, if you have any information about the work on the project, you can definitely let us know. I know definitely you are watching, or somebody will definitely.
You know, they've done the diversions so that they can have room to construct their bridges and what have you. But the diversions, no, they are chaka. So when it rains, bro, it's difficult to.
Anyway, the
project when Mahama was going on the tour, I saw that they came to level the thing.
So after he's done, they leave it like that. Maripoma, you can do better. Maripoma, you can do better. But anyway, I'm sure yesterday you enjoyed the fresh episode of the Blanksons on your TV. The Blanksons we aired on Thursdays, and yesterday there was a fresh episode. Someone say flesh episode for you. So this is a Channel 1 TV production. The Blanksons is a family drama series that you wouldn't want to miss. So we bring you the fresh episodes on Thursday, 7 p.m. But because we are that kind, we bring you repeat 7:30 p.m. on Thursdays, rather. Because we are that kind, we bring you repeat on Fridays, 11:30 a.m. So right after the show today, in the next 30 minutes after the show, you definitely see the Blanksons on your screen. And also Saturdays, 7 p.m., Sundays, 4:30 p.m., Tuesdays, 3 p.m., and also Wednesdays, 5:30 p.m. And of course, we are supported and sponsored by NASCO, Lizzie Shito, Out Mosquito Spray, and Everpack. It's a family drama series you will have to enjoy. And also, today is also another interesting one, which is the World Cup Central. You know that we are preparing for the World Cup, which is going to happen in some 30 days from now. And we are seeing how other countries are preparing, what Ghana is actually doing to prepare itself for the World Cup, what the magic is going to be like for Carlos Queiroz, or what he's going to do with the Black Stars or with the squad, and what other countries are also doing, like I mentioned earlier. So Gabi Ofer and the team actually sits down to break down the news in the sports world ahead of the World Cup. So you can join them today at 3 p.m. here on Channel 1 TV. And of course, you will enjoy your show. But now, before we go into the newspapers, the Wonder Space Show is back on the screens.
Yes.
And you would want to enjoy the Wonder Space Show, because everything we do, we have everybody in mind. So for the kids as well, we need to play a role in their life. Maybe today, if we get time on the show, we'll discuss how we have to handle our kids and all that, following what the CID came out to say, that a syndicate selling trafficking and child pornography as well and all that. So we'll be entering into that. But this is a TV program that you would have to watch, very important. The Wonder Space Show that is on your screens. Saturdays. So make sure that you would be glued to your TV set so you can enjoy the Wonder Space Show with your kids. If you can enjoy it with your kids, please just put on the television for them, and you can be cooking or preparing them some delicious meal as they are enjoying all the fun they can enjoy on Wonder Space Show on Channel 1 TV.
All right, great stuff. Now, from the month of May, we step into the month of June, and you know that every June we bring you the City Business Festival. It's back again, and we look forward to interesting on-air programming, all tailored to, promote or help you grow your small, medium-scale enterprise, and of course, to grow your business as well. So we would like for you to join us throughout the month of June, from the 1st to the 30th of June 2026, for the City Business Festival, brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM, in partnership with Absa Bank. and of course sponsored by MTN, Petra Trust, and Zonda. If you want further details on the City Business Festival, the on-air programming, as well as the outdoor events and activities, please call 0205-973-973. 0205-973-973. The City Business Festival is back. We're starting from the 1st to the 30th of June 2026. Be part of it. There's going to be a lot of nuggets of business wisdom that will be shared, and you just want to take advantage of it to grow your business, know where to invest, know when to save, know when to spend, and of course marry revenue with expenditure, balancing the books, and all that will be happening on the City Business Festival, 1st to 30th of June 2026.
Beautiful. So we also entreat you to download the Channel One News app today, so you can get all the information we are sharing with you here from our website, from our Facebook handle, from our Twitter, X, and all the social media handles we have. So download the Channel One News app today. It's so easy. You either go to the the App Store or the Google Play Store, and like the process you are seeing on the screen, you download and you install, and voila, we are good to go. It's not anything cumbersome, so it's very easy for you to navigate. The dashboard is very friendly and all that. So make sure that you download the Channel One News app today and enjoy what we have for you here on Channel One TV, at Channel One TV, and also maybe some information you want to get from City 97.3 FM. And let's now zoom straight to the papers, and let's start with the daily graphic. The front page of the daily graphic says that SHS double track ends in 2027. 50 SHS to be upgraded, the president assures. So we are hoping that that will be executed. Reject Goldfields lease extension for Takwa Mines. This IEA urge government. Also 61,506 candidates to sit for CTVET exams. And I can see someone at Georgia, the communications minister, which story mentions that MTN Ghana marks 30 years of service, pledges connectivity investment, national growth initiative. Very important, because some of the places you go, the network is not so good. But let's see what MTN will definitely be doing for us. And behind the graphic paper, newspaper, daily graphic newspaper, it's there that organizers restore order after chaos. That has to do with, I think, the African Athletics Championship Accra 2026. This particular story is an important one that we have to actually follow. So this and more you can find on the front page of the daily graphic.
All right, let's go to Ghanaian Times. Front page of the Ghanaian Times says Ghana risk of food insecurity over policy gaps. UN group warns. Ghana risk food insecurity over policy gaps. That's a warning from the UN group. Very good time to be in Ghana. EU ambassador tells investors. Very good time to be in Ghana. Yeah, Ambassador Rune Skindbach says it's a very good time to be in Ghana. Parts of Western Accra to face water supply interruptions. Police ordered to apologize to Bridget Otu and others over protest brutality. You remember the Occupy Julobi house? Yeah.
I think, and there was some mayhem there.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. All right, on the back page, you have parts of Western Accra to face water supply interruptions, and Ayawasu East School gets 1,000 decks support. So that's the Ghanaian Times for today.
The Ghanaian publisher starts with NDC policies killing local firms. That's from the minority leader, Alexander Apenyo, marking there. Also, Wuntumi trial, verbal deals can't transfer mining rights. Defense witness tells court. This interesting one. Richard Ni Amakwe, RNAQ, ex-wife seeks asset freeze. This will be very long. Also, Baumia slams security crackdown on MPP, and Kusali loses only nurse in a tragic motor accident. See page 3 for the sad story. This and more you can find on the front page of the Ghanaian Publisher.
All right, let me take you to the Herald newspaper. Keep Takwa mines $2.3 billion yearly with South Africans. Chamber of Mines counters anti-Lee stands by Justice Ofaya Kufu and Professor Okwe and the IEA. Keep Takwa mines $2.3 billion yearly with South Africans. Dr. Sledge's estranged wife held over suspected $94 million MEF funds. Baumia and Kodua hit at NDC for intimidating NPP members. US indicts more Ghanaian nationals for romance fraud. GIPC Mauritius Economic Board showcase investment opportunities. So that's on the front page of the Herald newspaper.
The front page of the Daily Guide newspaper starts with rejects Takwa Mines lease extension, IEA, and also comes with Ni Amakwe and RNAQ's ex-wife moves to stop sale of property. You can see Joanna Kwe's photo there. And also MP's arrest in Amsterdam. FBI issued warrant in April. This is coming from the majority. Baumia positions NPP youth for 2028 victory. Iyoko detains Dr. Sledge's wife over MIIF probe. And it's getting interesting.
That's the Minerals Income Investment Fund.
Yeah. There's a more you can find on the front page of the Daily Guide.
All right, let me take you to the Inquisitor. Things fall apart, part 3. Oil coys, GRA in tango because of CG's Animal Farm game. A lot of wordplay here. Things fall apart, part 3. Oil coys and GRA in tango because of CG's Animal Farm game. Okay. TCDA, that's the Tree Crop Development Authority, signs MOU to promote beekeeping and land reclamation. NHIA, National Health Insurance Authority, suspends 3 pharmacies over suspected fraudulent NHIS claims. And you have the NPA commences 24-hour economy. That's the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, commences 24-hour economy. I think your man is doing some good stuff.
Tamaklo.
Eduji Tamaklo.
Yeah. Also on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper starts with IEA. In fact, that's only huge one there. IEA talks tough. Ghana must take control of Takwa mines when the lease expires next year. And you can see the depot Puberty right modernized. Of course, the Chronicle will definitely give you the quotation, and it says that Job 33:3, my words are from the uprightness of my heart, and my lips speak knowledge sincerely. Anyway, are you saying that IEA is the one saying this?
They are quoting the Bible. They've not said anything. They are quoting the Bible.
Well, they've not said anything. For Chronicle, when they give the quotation,
there's a link to the story. All right, let's do some business stories now. Business and Financial Times, BNFT. IEA and Chamber of Mines are split over Takwa lease extension. Export concentration failing to create enough jobs despite record trade performance. Ghana's identity system among world's best. That's Moses Baden. That's the Margins Group. Fantastic people. On import, this one says local rice producers push for 6-month import ban. Local rice producers push for 6-month import ban. Office for Value for Money will reduce contract pardon and create fiscal space. That's according to the Finance Minister, Dr. Atuforsen. And then you have 3rd Africa Energy Technology Conference comes off next week.
Wow.
All of that and more in the Business and Financial Times newspaper.
Okay, you have more?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay,
yeah,
let me end with the Informer, which says that Otumfuo withdraws battle line. House of Chiefs has no power to install chiefs. And also Afenyo Markin at 2 force in clash over value for money office act. Baumia rallies youth for 2028. EU urges Ghana to sustain stability. And also Ghana marshals diplomatic firepower over detained MP. And you can see the picture of Ohene Kwame Frimpong, who is the MP for Asante Achim North.
All right. Let's go online now. Let's bring you some stories from our web portals. We start off with channel1newsonline.com. Service delivery resumes nationwide on Friday. That's according to the National Identification Authority, NIA. Yesterday, we know that the various stakeholders, those on strike, the authority itself, met with the National Labour Commission. A directive was issued that the strike be called off with immediate effect. The announcement has come, and so all clients seeking services of the National Identification Authority can go to their offices today and, of course, access those services. Kolebu Allied Health Professionals declare red armbands protest. Kolebu Allied Health Professionals declare red armbands protest. Akando directs immediate posting of doctors and midwives to Mother and Child Hospital. You know the Mother and Child Hospital?
Yes, where Abigail passed on.
Yeah.
I think he said that we're having 3 medical doctors going there and I think 5 midwives immediately. Yeah, they're supposed to go there.
All right, no qualified BEC student will miss SHS placement. That's according to the Ghana Education Service. I'm sure this is in response to EduWatch, Kofi Asari's EduWatch report that says that some 72,000 BEC candidates risk missing out on placements to senior high schools. Ghana Chamber of Mines backs renewal of TAQUA lease amid IEA opposition. NLC, National Labour Commission, orders NIA workers to call off strike. Don't place your hopes in Baumia. I see you don't get here to support us. Don't place your hope in Baumia. The general, the mosquito has bitten.
Chairman himself.
We'll all benefit, but Ghana comes first. Asiedu Nketia to NDC members. You know, he's resumed his thank you tour. He's somewhere in the Savannah region, I think. Yeah, so these are stories coming from that particular tour. You want to tune into Channel 1 TV's 97.3 City FM, as well as our web portals for all the stories that will be coming from Chairman Asiedu Nketia's thank you tour in the Savannah region. Now, railway workers challenge GRDA over Tema and Takrady shuttle operations. Exam malpractice. Publication of offenders protects academic integrity. That's the University of Ghana justifying the decision to publish the names of some, persons engaged or found to have engaged in exam malpractice. NIA strike, applicants call for urgent intervention to restore services. Richard Niamakoe's ex-wife seeks injunction to block assets pending appeal, and arrest won't intimidate us. This is His Excellency, the former Vice President and the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Baumia speaking.
Let me bring you what we have on citynewsroom.com, and starts with 2 Ghanaian brothers interdicted in U.S. romance fraud case. This is getting serious. Church drivers arrested over unlawful transport fare hike at Circle. Keep arresting them. Yeah, keep arresting them, because we can't have people trying to do illegal things and you be like, because they aren't in vehicles, so you want to charge abnormal fares. It's not good. Baumia cannot deliver better than Mahama. This is coming from Esiedu in Ketia. Free primary health care must include emergency care. UGMC is calling for that. Stable mining policy is key to investor confidence. Chamber of Mines yesterday, they held a press conference. Kenneth Ashigbe there. Court remands 60-year-old for allegedly blowing 275,000 Ghana cedis family funds.
How much?
275,000 Ghana cedis.
Family money?
Yeah.
On what?
We have to enter the story. I know. I heard of a funny joke somewhere where somebody actually sold a family land, and he became rich actually. Then some of the family members came to him and like, oh, maybe let's use Kofi. Kofi, now my scanny beer. He gave them and everything. So later they want to find out that, oh, the land has been sold. They say, now Kofi, you've sold the land. They say, yeah, the money you came for, no, it's part of the proof.
That's your share.
Anyway, so let's enter into this story. A 60-year-old driver, Kwame Mensah, has been remanded into police custody at the Inkaria Circuit Court in the Echuma in City Wabieja South Municipality over allegations of misappropriating 275,000 Ghana cedis belonging to his family.
Jackpots.
Mensah pleaded not guilty to the charges of dishonest appropriation and is expected to reappear before the court on May 27, 2026. Chief Inspector Anthony Ohenijan, who is prosecuting the case, told the court presided over by Robert Addo that the complainant, Kofi Nyame, is the head of the Adriana family of the Impantuim in Amansia West District. According to the prosecution, the family sold a portion of its farmland in November 2025 for 275,000 Ghana cedis, with the proceeds entrusted to the accused for safekeeping. Master, it's always our land. The court heard that in December 2025, when the family requested the money for renovation works of their family house, Mensah informed them that he had invested the money in treasury bills and will be able to refund the amount by February 2026. However, by April 2026, he had neither refunded the money nor provided any documentation to support his claims of investment in treasury bills. The matter was subsequently reported to the Inkaria police on May 6, 2026, leading to his arrest. In his caution statement, Mensah admitted receiving the money but claimed he was robbed by 3 unidentified young men while transporting the money from Iswafua to Echuma in Wabieja North District to Iswafua in the Echuma in Wabieja North District to Impetrium. Following investigation, he was formally charged and arraigned. And this is a story that is just interesting. But why you go blow 275,000?
And the man said he was robbed. Did you actually say?
But initially, he said he used it for treasury bill.
He's been robbed.
But Charlie, sometimes you have to see the people we entrust our money to, because you give an amount of money to him, 275,000 Ghana.
He's the family head.
No, after selling a portion of the farmland,
he's the family head.
Farmland.
Yeah, he's the family head.
He's the family head.
Right, your family head has chopped your money small, you go police.
They take go court.
Oh, how?
Anyway, let's bring you some few stories, then we can proceed to the next one. GES dismisses claims of 72,000 students missing placement, and there's a lack of funds crippling chieftaincy arbitration. This is coming from Nana Otu Srebo the second. Government signals.
Is that Otu Srebo?
Yes. Yeah, he's saying the lack of funds crippling chieftaincy.
Is it Ojiahoho rather?
No, Otu Srebo the second.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's coming.
Yeah, because I know the president of the House of Chiefs has also been
saying
mountain
same comment.
Okay, so Otu Srebo is new jobbing. That's the Gabbing.
Yeah, the Joabing Hine, I think. And this also comes, Akanda orders immediate posting of doctors, midwives to Kaswa Mother and Child Hospital, very important. And the final one, the support Mahama government to avoid failure. This is coming from Isidu Nketia to NDC. Banana, there's going to be an interesting conversation on the subject today.
We look forward to it.
Yeah. I know people who reside in areas that have deplorable roads actually will be following this particular comment. And Drip is actually here to save us.
So we are dripping.
Oh, we are dripping.
All right.
So we've got a quick break. After the break, stay with us here and join us so we drip. Stay with us.
I'm ready to give it my all, my talent, dedication, heart, everything for this journey. What's all this?
Welcome to the Breakers.
You will need more than a rhythm to survive these phases.
My line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to Amame Manfo, Kale Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, and Maniswing, Nesasu Mama Hotoso, a will beg you.
Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kale Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kale, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabedim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation. EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
From Accra to Buenos Aires, from Lagos to London, the world is locking in for the greatest football spectacle on earth, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But before the first whistle cuts through the noise, there's a deeper rhythm to the game. Every badge carries history, every player brings a story, every number means something. Welcome to World Cup Central, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right here on Channel 1 TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930 and their best finish at the World Cup was third place in 1930. That was a long time ago.
Every Friday.
Many thanks for staying with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. We told you that right after the break, we'll be dripping here on the show, Drip. And today, we are having the national coordinator. Well, he's no person we have to introduce in the studio. Yeah, he's been here several times. But today, we actually had to catch him and speak to him extensively about his the sector, which has to do with the district's road improvement program. Very important because we have to talk about road projects and all that. So Edwin Ni Lante Vanderpoy is the national coordinator. Wanje.
Manyeba.
Good morning. Okay. Hello. Okay. So let's go into it. Drip. You have visited some of the places in this country, in fact, the entire country. What can you tell us about the road, the nature of our roads that you have inspected as the national coordinator of DRIP?
Well, first, let me say good morning to your viewers and to everyone here. And let me say that I never expected to be here this morning after being here yesterday. But it's good that we have to talk about this very, very important sector of our economy. I see roads as the main spine of every economic activity. And especially when you take a look at the rural areas of our country, accessibility to market, to school, to hospital, and everything is dependent on accessible roads. And roads is what will stimulate every economic activity within these enclaves. For example, let me give, you can build a hospital. Government can spend money and build a school. If the road to that school, the road to that hospital is bad, it will be difficult for people. If the road from the market center, from the point of production to the market center is bad, it will not stimulate any economic activity within the area. And in our rural communities, the most important thing is to work on the roads so that their small economics will be stimulated. People can bring their produce to the market center, sell, and be able to buy the things they don't have in the rural area, in the farmhouses and the rest. So roads are very important, especially when we are considering rural areas. Sometimes because we are in Accra, all that we see about roads is our tarred roads, the highways, the urban roads. Those are the things we see. And we discount the importance of the smaller feeder roads. What you should know is that the plantain you eat, the cassava, everything you have here came from a farm. That farm is situated in a very remote area. The people who cut this foodstuff, they will have to transport them to a market center. From that market center, it will go to another market center, possibly, before it gets to you in Accra. So if those roads are bad, it will add to the cost of transportation and then the cost of the food at your doorstep. So the roads are very important. And I think as a country, if we're going to take our local governance system seriously, then we must first look at rural roads before we even look at urban roads. Because if the rural roads are bad, the cost of food in the urban area will be expensive.
Indeed.
You understand? And I also think that a lot of our export, let me say, materials and also our, let me say, foreign exchange earners, the cocoa, the gold, everything, where they come from, they come, you know. So we need roads. We need roads.
But with your inspection, you have visited some of the places. Which of the places did you visit, and what is actually the nature of these roads that you inspected?
Since I was appointed last year, April, I've done a tour of almost the whole country. On my own, sometimes I just get up and drive through to places like Ganof, Bonkatamanso, because they have deplorable roads. You will not believe we are in Greater Accra. They have deplorable roads, especially Ganof. When you go beyond CP, Anya, and all those places, Ablekuma, there are places where people, when they close from work, park their cars about 100, 200 meters or 400 meters away from their houses, walk, and then in the morning walk back. So assuming how it's rained this morning, how would a person be able to get from his house to where he's parked the car? The road is just inaccessible. Some of them have gullies on it. Some of them have eroded. Some of them have some, you see that the road was cut through rocks and not. So it's very, very difficult. And these are the reasons why government in its wisdom decided to have this DRIP, the District Roads Improvement Program. One thing we've forgotten that this is not a novelty. In the olden times when I was a young man, Ghana government under the Ministry of Roads and Highways used to have work camps. Yes, so on major roads, they have places where they heap gravels, they have bitumen, they have all the materials that they would need, and they have a few staff there. and they were responsible for patching our roads, most of them on the highways, patching our roads when potholes start generating. So we didn't used to see many potholes like you're saying now.
Okay.
You understand? But it got to a time when the typical Ghanaian, they were selling the gravel, they were selling the bitumen and all those things. So government was losing much more. So that particular Where Comes program was cancelled. So it made the generation of potholes on our roads very, very frequent. And it became deplorable at a time when individuals decided to start. I remember during the time of Jerry Rawlings, and then he brought this consciousness of all of us getting together to fill potholes and all those things. So around President Kufuor's time, President Kufuor thought twice to try and see how he can assist the assemblies to be taking care of their own roads. So President Kufuor, you remember, brought in some graders, huge graders, German graders, Bukema. And every assembly had one. Unfortunately, that was not enough to be able to solve the problems they were having in the rural roads. Then from there, President Mills and John Mahama decided to escalate what President Kufuor did. So first there were graders from between 2009 and 2011. And then finally, there was that 286 equipment made up of tip patrols, graders, and bulldozers, and the rest under President Mahama. Unfortunately, after 2017, I cannot really say what happened to those equipments, but there were rumors around that they were sold to private road contractors. So it was just a great relief that between 2022 and 2024, we brought this issue up again. And let me say credit to my big sister, former administrator of the District Assembly's Common Fund, Natoshi. Having been a member of parliament before, and credit to my colleagues who were then on the local government committee of parliament. I will mention Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Jemfi, who used to be the member of parliament for Odo Tobri, who was the chairman of the local government committee. His deputy, Sule Sanit, who used to be MP for Afuano North. Myself, Honorable Benjamin Kodo, Sylvester Tete, Ahmed Ibrahim, the current Minister for Local Government, Thomas Ampemnyakun, the Deputy Minister for Finance. All of us together had consultations with Natoshi and expressed the fact that, look, this was an innovation which was started. Can we go back? Because at that time, the government was owing members of parliament and the district assemblies 6.2 billion.
Wow.
When Ken Ofori-Atta declared the DDEP. And so we saw that there was no way we could have that money. So why don't we use another avenue to get the money? So we used this, and government was committed to pay. But let me give credit. Natoshi was very cooperative, and we did a paper together. She sent it to cabinet. Cabinet approved. It wasn't easy getting it through parliament. It wasn't easy because the politics of the time. We're getting to elections. Our side, most of the people were having a feeling that, look, if we allow this thing to go and government acquires this equipment,
it's a plus.
It's a plus. It will yield to the advantage because they will use it to do the roads. Because that time there was pressure on government on rural roads.
True.
We have seen demonstrations in Kwabre, Fija, Manson Kwanta, and those places. The hotbed of MPP politics, Ashanti region, was boiling with demonstrations against their bad roads. So we thought it would not to the benefit. So it wasn't easy for us, the leadership, from the minority leadership on the local government committee, to convince our side of the house to accept. I remember when the administrator came to parliament with the formula, she was sacked.
Wow.
The members of parliament revolted, and she left the chamber crying.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
She was humiliated.
I can just imagine how strong she was.
It was really bad.
Wow.
And then further consultations led to a compromise, and then these equipments were acquired. So it's the effort of the whole house, all of us at a time. When we reason up to see the importance, our people reason up and say, look, no matter what, even if it will not to the benefit of the government.
But I want to find out
our people.
How are these equipment now in use in these rural areas when you went there? Because sometimes you go to some of the assemblies, we don't have fuel, the equipment are in bad shape and all that. But as the coordinator, what is your take on this?
Okay, we inherited the system. What we have done here, we have improved upon the system.
Right.
What we inherited was that the equipment were shared equally to all the district assemblies, municipal assemblies, and metropolitan assemblies. And then some were left at the regional coordinating council. Every assembly has a grader, a backhoe, a roller, a tipper truck, a water bowser, concrete mixers, and barrels, pump for fueling, wheelbarrows. Every assembly has. That's the basic. And then at the regional court, if that is the districts, the municipals have 2 tipper trucks. The district assemblies have 1. You understand? And the metropolitan areas like AMA, depending on the number of districts under the AMA. So for AMA, for example, we have Ashedu Keteke, we have Okankwe South, we have Ablekuma South. So AMA will have 3.
Right.
3 tipper trucks, 3 backhoes, 3 water bowsers. That is the number.
Will that be the same for Tema Metropolitan?
Yes. So this accumulation, and then when the purchases were done, I think the little mistake which was done was that the heavier equipment, the number was short. So for example, the bulldozers, we cannot have bulldozers across the districts. The bulldozers are about 80. We had what you call the low beds, which move this equipment, that one to the same number. And then we have the wheel loaders. The wheel loaders are the heavy ones that load the sand and put into the tipper trucks, and that one to the same. So what the government did at the time was to keep those ones at the regional coordinating council in a pool, so that when an assembly requires it, then it will move to do the work, come back, and then next time move to another assembly. But I would have wished that we have all those equipments in assembly, because moving a bulldozer from the district capital, the regional capital, to a district, and some of the regions have become problematic. Let me give you, for example, Savannah.
Savannah region.
Savannah, look at where the capital is. And then moving it from that place maybe to a road project in Sola.
Savannah is Damongo.
Yes.
Damongo,
From Damongo to Sola. If you are going to the end part of Sola, it could take you about 3 hours.
Wow.
3 hours. So that will add to the cost on assembly. Or moving it from Damongo to, let me say, the islands in Salaga North could take you about 6 hours.
Wow.
And you may have to put it on a pontoon to transport it across the river.
Comes with extra cost.
So I as soon as I took over, I made a proposal to government that on a hindsight, I think we should acquire more of those ones so that we can share them equally, so that the district will not be dependent and not be waiting on one district to finish using those equipment before they come in. But the economic situation has become, so we pray that things will improve and government will give attention to it. But the current financial situation does not see. And because there's the earlier purchase procurement has been under investigation, it doesn't seem right for government to now purchase more. So we are waiting for those ones to be cleared. But the good news for me is that I want to say thank you to Honorable Kofi Amabua. I wrote to them seeking release of some of the seized excavators. Because now we are having a problem. The problem we are having is that some of the works in some of the rural areas demand excavation.
Okay.
Because they don't have access to excavators, they tend to use the backhoe, which is not meant
they'll destroy
for.
it.
Yes. So they put pressure on a backhoe, and the valves are breaking, and their turntables are also getting destroyed. And you see, for example, instead of using a wheel loader, they don't have wheel loader. So they tend to use the loader of the backhoe to load the tipper trucks. The tipper trucks are so high.
Yeah.
And the loader of the backhoe, the bucket is not that high.
True.
So they force them. And when you force the equipment, you break the system.
Wow.
So those are the little operational difficulties and challenges we are having. We think that when we get more wheel loaders, when we get more bulldozers, when we get more low beds, and is shared equally and evenly across board, it will help enhance the work and make us restore some of these rules speedily.
Right. Let's go all the way back to the beginning, the establishment of the program itself. What is your mandate? Because we have the Ministry of Roads and Highways. We have the Department of Urban Roads. For some strange reason, growing up, I always wondered why we have Urban Roads Department. We never had Rural Roads Department.
So it was like feeder roads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feeder
So your mandate and how different is this from all these other institutions?
I'm very happy you've asked this question, and I think all of us will need some education. We have highways, which are responsible for the major roads. So, for example, all the big push roads, like, you know. And then we have urban roads, which are situated in municipal and metropolitan assemblies. Under our decentralization policy, the roads department has been decentralized into the district assemblies. So the work that the former Department of Feeder Roads used to do, principally, is now being handled by the assemblies. So the assemblies now have their own roads department, which take care and responsible for the roads within their jurisdiction. But you see, our local governance system is a bit complex. You will have a municipal assembly, but close to 70% of its jurisdiction is rural.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So let's take, for example, we have the, like you said, the Gunja North Municipal Assembly. Majority of the area is rural.
Yeah.
You understand? I've just come from Upper West.
Okay.
And then we have Wa West Municipal Assembly, which are 95%
rural.
It's rural.
Wow. So they do not have tarred roads there?
No, not one.
Wow.
You understand? So we have to look at those dynamics carefully if we're considering allocation of resources.
Yeah.
And the principle basically is that you cannot decentralize without fiscal decentralization. You can't devolve responsibilities to the assemblies without commensurate funding to be able to discharge those responsibilities.
Yeah.
So if we've dissolved road to the assemblies, then they will need and require, it is mandatory that we give them the required funding to be able to take care of the roads. You understand?
Yeah. Wow.
It boggles my mind why successively we've talked about decentralization. But what goes with decentralization, we are not.
The resources are not coming.
Yes. The assemblies can take off a lot of the burden of central government if we direct resources to the assemblies.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. In Upper West, the N12 runs through Wa, Laura, Nandom to Côte d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso. To Burkina Faso. N12 is a highway.
Yeah.
When I went there, serious potholes.
Wow.
On the N12. Serious potholes between Laura and Nandom. The MC said, the assembly want to do something about it because it could cause accidents in the area. Then the highway said, hey, don't touch it. It is our responsibility. But it's within the jurisdiction of an assembly.
Yeah.
You get me? So should assembly sit down and wait until the highways award contract before these problems are handled? Driving from Wa to Wachau, we came across a serious crater that has been created because the culvert has sunk in. So the road has been cut, no movement of vehicles. It's a highway. That's the road to Kumasi.
Highway?
Yes.
So how do vehicles use that stretch?
So now it's been abandoned. It's the shortest route. It's been abandoned. So now they are going to the main one through Nadoli and all.
Which is a longer distance.
Yes. So right there, together with my team, I called Honorable Peter Tobu, the MP, and he said, I've just been informed too. It happened the previous night. So we were lucky to have gotten there early morning. It means that if those buses who run that route get there and they are not aware of it, and so that the buses leave late night in order to get to Accra or Kumasi early morning, there could be a disaster. So between Peter Tobu, the MCE, my office, the regional coordinator, the regional minister, immediately within 5 minutes we were able to have a discussion on phone, and then we mobilized the equipment from the region to the place. The tipper trucks, the wheel loaders went for boulders, etc., to fill the crater that has been created. They went for sand, leveled it, the roller went over it, compacted it to restore the road.
Wow.
So within 24 hours,
the road has
we
been
restored the
restored.
road.
Right.
That is the essence of DRIP.
But let me also find out from you. So if a particular community, there is a deployable road, and the residents there come together and like, okay, fine, want to go and see the assembly, so that the assembly could use the DRIP machine to make the road motorable. One, is it allowed, or is it that the assembly must just do its identification and get the road done? And two, is it's the mandate of the residents to say we are buying fuel or we are paying for that particular equipment for it to be used on the stretch? Take us through how it works and how people are able to get a chance to get the road to fix their deployable road. Since it's
first, the DRIP equipments are not for rental. Under no circumstance should anybody rent out a DRIP equipment.
Okay.
Two, the DRIP equipments are not to be used and charged. So the assembly cannot charge anybody for using the DRIP equipment to restore their road. But we're building this country together. If the assemblies don't have the resources, and we are a community, and we think that we can assist the assembly to get the fuel to do the road for us, wonderful. Just yesterday, Wanda Maya accosted me. His place is just some 20 meters from my office. And he said, where he stays in Anakro, their road is bad. So can we assist? And I said, oh, that one is a private community. He said, no, beyond the private community, there are a lot of residents in the area, but all of them are ready to contribute something so that the road can be done. But they were told that as an individual, you don't have the right to do it. So I said, okay, hold on. So immediately I linked him up with the MCE of Adenta and Honorable Mohammed Ramadan.
Okay.
So between the three of them, they came to a conclusion that this weekend, the assembly engineer will come and do an evaluation of the distance and the portion he was talking about, so that they said the community want to mobilize resources to support the assembly to do it. Where I stay, my assembly, Botano English Amanfro, Gas South. One day, Honorable Spio Gabra, Citizen Kofi, and all these guys who are staying around the Botiano area. That place has terrible roads. Terrible roads. If you go beyond the mall, going to container, and those, you won't believe you are in Accra.
Right.
So they came together, and they found some money. They put some money together to support us, because the pressure on the MP, Felix Akwete, is huge.
Yeah.
Look, the barrier at Amis Highway, the barrier to New Aplaku to Botiano, which almost every month he has to put the drip equipment on it to make it more travelable. In fact, anytime it rains, it goes up. So sometimes it's waste of money.
Yeah.
Because you do it, it rains, it goes bad. Because the road itself, where it is, you know, the topography of the place said that when it rains, the water comes from the top, come from this top, come from the other side, and just fall on the road. So whatever you put on the road is washed off every time. So the drivers have been complaining. You remember around 2024, there was series of demonstrations against Honorable Sylvester Tete.
Yes. Yeah.
It wasn't his fault. Yes. The assembly just did not have the funding to be able to do it at the time. It's the same. So Honorable Felix doesn't want to go through the same problem Sly went through. So he constantly, almost every month, is putting money on the road.
So with a drip, you just make the road more travel, and that is it.
Yeah.
Drip basically improve roads.
Okay.
You understand?
So you don't construct roads?
No.
Yes. Okay.
We improve roads. We reshape roads. We maintain roads. So for example, this road is a feeder road. Then for one reason or the other, it's gone bad. The assembly goes to reshape it, to improve it, to make it more travel. Sometimes, for example, we went to Akwetia. There is a road that links Akwetia and Oda that you wouldn't require, you wouldn't need to drive all the way back through Winneba Junction and all those places, or through Swade Road to get to Oda. Between Akwetia and Oda, that road is just about 25 minutes.
Okay.
But it had gone so bad, no vehicle was using it. It's become like what we used to call in our olden days a foam coin. You understand? Or timber coin. So the MP, the former MP, the late MP, talk about it. So as soon as he passed, the assembly had already programmed to work on it. It was one of the serious issues that came up when that particular MCE was being approved. The assembly members were seriously that, look, in the past, we've talked about this road, nothing has been done. If you give us assurance that you assist us, the assembly members, to do this road, we'll approve you.
Right.
So the MCE was very, very keen on doing the road. Then an unfortunate accident happened. So the current MP, as soon as it happened, you know, because he has ambition, contacted the MCE to see what he can do. So he provided some little resources, and the assembly started. So they called on us to assist. So we went in. We reopened the road.
Okay.
The culverts that have been broken, we got pipes, laid them, compacted it. So it wasn't anymore a culvert, but we put pipes so that the water will pass through the pipe. Because culvert sometimes when you do and there's a heavy rain, sometimes it washes the sides and makes it affect the integrity of it. So we decided to put pipes in it. Because I have two deputies. One the deputy national coordinator, who is a qualified professional engineer.
Oh wow.
You understand? And it was the president intentionally did that because I'm not an engineer. True. I will basically handle the administrative operations. But he is a qualified engineer. Honorable Kwejo Abuaje.
Okay.
He used to be MP for Biakunye. And he was a former chief director of Rose.
Okay.
You understand? And then I have two directors of technical services. they are all qualified engineers. Honorable Jacob Idris, former MP for Savlugu.
Okay.
He used to be the Northern Regional Director of Roads. And then Honorable Engineer Lamte, Lawrence Lamte, who used to be Central Region Director of Roads. So with them, with their expertise, there are places where they could advise assembly, do this instead of this.
Okay.
This will minimize the cost. This will help you be able to make it more efficient. And we support them to do those things. As I'm talking to you now, Honorable Engineer Abuaje and the team are in the Northern Region doing inspection and monitoring. Tomorrow, I'm setting up for Central Region, for Volta Region.
Region.
We do quarterly, we go around the country. Quarterly, we do go around the country to monitor how the equipments are being maintained, how they are being used, and also to see the work that have been done with the equipment so far.
But do you bring in private contractors?
No.
You don't?
No, we don't. We don't. Everything is about assembly.
Right. Okay.
So, for example, if there is a need for assembly to do a culvert, they have a concrete mixer.
Okay.
So they won't depend on anybody. We give them a concrete mixer. They have wheelbarrows. They even have pickups. Pickups. The pickups are meant to operationalize the activity of drip. So, for example, we've moved the equipment from the district capital. There are some places, some communities are about 100 kilometers away from the district capital. So when you move the equipment to do roads in those areas and the fuel get finished, you can't drive back to the capital. So there are pickups and we have barrels who will pick the fuel from the district capital to the rural area where the road is being done. You understand? So we have pickups, we have barrels. So the operationalization of drip is perfect if we can get. Our only challenge is funding. It's resources. That's our only challenge. If we are getting the resources we require, I am sure that there won't be any part of this country that will not have a motorable road, even if not tarred. We've also had discussions, and I've submitted that to President Mahama. We've had people who have come to us with some innovative ideas. For example, some people have brought us solutions that, for example, a road like this, we just clear the road. We use the grader to clear the road. The same soil. The same soil. You mix with a solution and then you spread.
Okay.
When you spread, the road will look brown, but you won't have puddles of water like this on it. There won't be dust. And the road become stronger. And so when it rains, it will erode it.
Okay.
That is there. The second option, we got a relationship with the Indian High Commission. India has now developed to the level where they are using waste for road construction.
Wow.
Yes. Plastic waste.
Interesting.
Plastic waste is cheaper than bitumen. So what we are conceiving is that with resources available, we will be choosing the district capitals of those districts where we don't have tarred roads. Like Wachau, as I talk about. Like Busie, DBI, the firma Busie Isa, in Upper West. I was there. It's sad.
Bad road.
It's sad. But let me commend the effort of Dr. Sandari, the MP, and the district chief executive.
Do these MPs knock at your doors every now and then asking
every day, because the pressure on them. Because we are not getting the fund, the assemblies are not getting the funding they need, and the MPs also wanting to keep their seats. Are virtually forced to commit all their resources to the assemblies to do the roads in their absence. Dr. Sandari has done 58.6 kilometers of roads in his constituency just this year.
DBI?
Yes. You need to be there.
Wow.
It's not easy. It's not easy. The interesting thing that today he has been able to open up his own village where he was born. And when he pointed his house to me, I said, God has blessed you. Because hitherto it was difficult to move from his village to where. But now he succeeded, he's opening up the place. And the road is good. And vehicles are now using, because it's a shorter distance to go to Laura and those places. To go to Tumu.
Okay.
And I could see the smile on his face, but he said, brother, it's not easy. This thing has drained me.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, every resource that you will channel. Look, Superu.
Deputy Communications Minister.
Yes, his district. Sisala West.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
But why do you have a number of, because almost most of the places you've mentioned are up in the north.
Yeah.
Is it that some sort of priority is not given to the communities or the regions in the north?
I would say that as a country, I would say that I think we're not being fair to the 5 northern regions, because the higher percentage of bad roads are in those parts of the country. There are certain districts that they have lived with on-tar road for generations. I'm being frank, they've never seen tarred road before.
They've not seen tarred road?
Before, they've never. Certain communities, never.
In Ghana?
Yes. Yes. If you move out of the district, you may see a tar road. But within their district, no. And those districts, I think, are the ones I would prefer that as a country, we all think about how we can help Alice, Ekomepo. If they can have even 1 kilometer of tar road every year, it will go a long way to restore the dignity of that area. But for now, it's quite difficult for the assemblies. Let me be frank with you. You know, we've had a problem, but I thank God that His Excellency the President is resolving it, and hopefully by the end of this month, I'm sure we'll be smiling. For example, all my district coordinators have been working without appointment letter for over a year.
Wow.
Because we cannot give them appointment letters now, because when we give an appointment, we must have the resources to pay them. And we don't have. So we've been crying on assemblies who are under-resourced themselves. The IGFs are not much. Some assemblies don't make anything more than 100,000 a year.
100,000?
Yes, in a year, IGF. Yeah.
But how can you run affairs with such a mega amount?
I went to Kumbungu, and they showed me their finances. The whole year, it was 94,000.
Wow.
94,000 cannot fill all these equipments to work in a week.
Wow.
Yeah. And they have one major tarred road. The rest are all
Kumbungu.
One. Yes.
Let's look at the structure of the program. If I can put it this way, you run a secretariat.
Yes, National Secretariat.
National Secretariat. So what is the structure? You have district coordinators around, but you work with the assemblies. So are they under the employment of the assembly or under the secretariat?
Okay.
And does the secretariat run on a budgetary allocation, or is there a collaboration with the assemblies on their IGF or the DACF?
Okay. What happened was that the National Secretariat was set up, but under the MPP, the time was so short, so there was no real administrative structure. But Honorable Collins in team handed over to me. So in discussion with His Excellency the President, he required us to set up a right governance structure. So I'm the national coordinator. I have 2 deputy national coordinators, one for Northern, one for Southern. I have 2 deputy directors of technical services, one for Northern, one for Southern. The Northern sector is made up of the 5 Northern regions, and then Bono East, and
Ahafo.
Yeah. And then the Southern is made up of Ashanti, Eastern, Volta, Greater Accra, Central, Western North.
Oh, okay.
So 8.
So you split the country into 2.
To 2.
Yeah.
Right.
6,
So Northern
8,
sector.
8.
So we have regional coordinators in all these regions. Greater Accra has 2, Eastern 2, Ashanti 2. The reason being that we decided that we don't want one coordinator to have more than 20 districts.
Okay.
So every region where we have more than 20 districts, we have 2 coordinators, a coordinator and a deputy. And then we have district coordinators. Under DRIP, every constituency was turned into a district. So instead of 261 districts, we actually have 276.
Okay.
So we have coordinators in all these. What they do is that they maintain, oversight, and manage the equipment. We're setting up district roads management team in all the districts.
Okay.
Chaired by the district chief executive, deputized by the district DRIP coordinator.
Okay.
Includes the district coordinating director, the district finance officer, the district roads engineer, a representative of the traditional authorities, and head of security within the district. So these 7 people constitute the district roads management team. Their function, basically, is to profile all the roads within the district, and then in consultation with the finance officer, district finance officer, they know what resources they have, and then they prioritize the roads so that they will know that with this availability of funds, we will do this road, this road, this road, this quarter. When they have done that, put it before the assembly for approval. When it's been approved, and they want to start job, it's a responsibility of the roads engineer to indicate to the district chief executive, this week we are starting from point A to point B. Resources are made available by the district coordinating director and the finance officer. The equipments are filled. Then the DRIP coordinator gets the operators of the equipment, move them to the site. That is his job. He is not an engineer, so he's not going to determine how the road should be done. The engineer's responsibility is to do that. He's responsible to make sure that the operators are operating the equipment well.
Are the operators under the employ of the secretariat or the assembly?
Under normal circumstances, they are supposed to be under the employment of the secretariat. But because we don't have resources, we put them to the assemblies. You understand? So the assemblies give them allowances. But we are looking at a situation where we will pay them. Because now, because we are giving allowance, sometimes there's a competition. Some road contractors, mining institutions and things, now cut them. And they pay them better.
Pay better, obviously.
So you'll be needing an operator to come and operate and do work for you. But at the end of the day, you will give him
private business.
Yes. But all of them are under our district. Every district we have 16 operators.
Wow.
Every equipment we have 2. The reason being that when one works and it gets tired, the other takes over. Because sometimes road construction will go the whole day, 12 hours. So we need to make them available. So that's what we have done.
Wow.
In fact, we have to even give them more training. What we did was that we required people who already have operational knowledge of the equipment. We don't want a situation where people for lack of jobs, somebody comes in and we are now going to train the person how to operate the equipment. No, we wanted people who already had knowledge. There were some of them who had been trained before. They offered themselves and they are in our system, but some of them have left. So these people work. It is the duty of the coordinator to manage these people. He is required to give monthly report to the regional coordinator of the work that has been done, condition of the equipment. The regional coordinators are mandated to submit quarterly reports on their work, copy to the regional ministers who is also the chairman of the Regional Roads Management Committee, and then copy to the National Secretariat. So when we get those reports at the National Secretariat, what we do is that we put them together. Then we are able to know how many reshaping has been done, how many gravel places have been done, how many improvements have been done, which excavations were done, and all those things. When we put those reports together. And then we also look at the equipment. This equipment is suffered overheating. This one has a problem with the brake system. Then together we work with JA Plant Pool.
Okay. So I want to find out, are the equipment in good shape as we speak now? And also, some time back, I think 2 months or 3 months ago, there was some of accusation that some of the drip machines were being used for galamsey, illegal mining. If you would want to enter into that. First, are the equipment in good shape? And what do you make of the fact that these drip machines, allegations are that they are being used for illegal mining?
First, let me take the issue of the health of the equipment. When we took over, we had problem with about 6 of the equipment. And let me say this. In 2 of the instances, I have required the regional ministers, current regional ministers, to get the security in the regions to arrest those who intentionally cause damage to equipment. Sene West, there's a town called Chiamikrum, and the previous assembly allowed the then parliamentary candidate access to the equipment. The parliamentary candidate of the MPP, access to the equipment. They said they were doing a road into a community that was far, they have no access, they have to do a detour. It's good, we are doing a road. Without recourse to the engineer, they were going to use the equipment to uproot a mango tree.
Really?
They thought the mango tree was in the dimension they've created for the road. Unfortunately, I think they didn't know that that mango tree was not an ordinary mango tree. They do. Some do when they are doing road construction. They use the bulldozers and things to,
uproot trees and all.
But this one, it looks like it wasn't an ordinary mango tree because somebody intentionally planted it, and that's where he sits to have a discussion. He's like opinion leader in the town. So the best thing you should have done was to consult the person. They didn't. So they took the grader to go and do that job, and the grader got destroyed.
Wow.
Got destroyed. In fact, the mango tree did not move. They didn't learn the lesson. They put the grader away and brought a bulldozer.
To do the same job?
The same job. The mango tree defeated the bulldozer.
Hey, this mango tree should be studied.
Wow. And they abandoned the bulldozer there, and it got sunk into the sand. So, one, you should know that originally you don't use those equipment to cut down trees. You use a dormer. Cut down the trees, and then you can use the equipment to uproot the roots. You understand? But not to really cut down or pull down the tree. So, I've taken. The second instance is in Offenso North, where contrary to advice and in disregard to the conditions of the management of this equipment, the district chief executive used the backhoe. He had a fault. Instead of consulting JA Plant Pool, he's used wayside mechanic and to fix it, and they destroyed the machine totally. It cannot be fixed. Nothing can be done about it. It's been written off.
So in this instance, what happens?
I've asked him to be prosecuted to pay for the cost.
Wow.
This is which assembly?
Offenso North.
Offenso North.
So those are the serious cases we came to meet. And also in Cape Coast, I don't know what happened. Somebody went and put salt into the tank of one of the bulldozers. So now the engine has to be overhauled and everything. Those are the 3 serious incidents that we came to meet.
So your comments now on the Galamsey accusation.
Let me just come. But in the course of operation for a year, we've had some problems. Some of the people, the operators, don't just understand why we indicated to them not to drive the backhoe. So a lot of our backhoes are having problem because they are having overheating. This particular equipment uses clutches and not gears.
Okay.
So you are not supposed to drive it beyond even 500 meters. It's not supposed to go beyond a particular speed. When you do that, there is a generation of heat among the clutches and it affects the engine. But sometimes they won't understand. They can even drive the backhoe kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers because it has wheels.
Yeah.
But you should understand, it may have wheels, but you cannot drive it. But they see it as a small equipment, but it's the most versatile of all the equipment. The work the backhoe can do, an excavator cannot do. So it's very complex.
Do you get cases of sabotage?
Well, I think lack of knowledge. So our people need training, constant training and all those things. Yes, the issue of Ghana. I've heard those stories. But up to now, no one has been able to give me one evidence of a deliberate attempt to use a drip equipment for Galamsey. I have not. I heard the third national vice chairman of the MPP. What is his name? That tough guy who talks by heart.
First national.
Third. No, third.
Nana Wache is organizer.
That man. The one who fought.
Chairman.
The one who fought Azoka in Akotia. Buga.
Chairman Buga.
On one network said that, Emu Yusu equipment near Galamsey. I challenged him.
Okay.
Up to now, I've not won. An incident happened in the central region. The regional security committee declared an exercise to restore some of the devastated areas around Upper Dinshra and the rest. Apparently, under the MPP, similar operations were done, but they ended up forcing the Gamseyers out and party operatives taking over those concessions.
Wow.
So when our people went in, because of lack of communication, they mistook their good intentions to be a rehash of the MPP era. So there was a confrontation. And the confrontation resulted in the burning down of our low bed.
Wow.
So these are the few situations where we've had issues, but there has not been any evidence of a drip equipment being used in Ghana. We've had an evidence of somebody trying to rent out drip equipment in the northern region. So we indefinitely suspended the regional coordinator. What I've been trying to do with my management is to immediately take drastic punitive measures against people who go against our regulations and orders in order to serve as deterrent to others. And I can say for now that our disciplinary record, as far as my coordinators and the operators are concerned, can be 95%.
Wow. Interesting. A lot of messages.
Yep. This one says, hi. Someone dug a hole at the intersection of Patrice Lumumba and the road leading to the Burkinabe embassy. It appears they were trying to fix something almost at the center of the intersection. However, they didn't cover up the hole properly and it affects traffic. In fact, with the rain, people unfamiliar with the area cannot be sure how deep it is. I'm not sure who we should report this to.
Department of Urban Roads.
Department of Urban Roads. Okay.
This one then they can go to the assembly
and
report to the assembly. The assembly can get the Department of Urban Roads to fix it. Now that assembly is, you see, that is simple issue. Let me say this. For example, last week I engaged with my MP, Felix Akwete, the roads engineer, Dr. Sowa, and the MCE, Honorable Kanse. Between Old Barrier and Toll Booth, whenever it rains, there's a mudslide. Constantly, it has virtually eroded a portion of the road in front of Atala, coming to, when you are from the West Hills Mall, coming towards Old Barrier. So I tell them, are you going to sit down and wait until this road, because it's highways, is awarded on contract? Please, can you put your ideas together
and get something done?
And get something done. We have the equipment. True, the MP agreed, the MC agreed. They've used the equipment. They got some laterite, they got some gravel. They've come to patch the hole to make it a bit more trouble. That's the conflict sometimes we have. If we continually say that, look, I don't believe that we must have the drip equipment there in the district, and there's, like what you said, Patisulunwa Road. So we are waiting for urban roads. No.
Wow.
The assembly can do something about it.
Very well.
A lot of
dear Channel 1, this is Richard from Amasaman. Please ask the drip coordinator, what does lack of resources mean? Is the finance minister not allocating a budget for drip? Please tell us.
That is a difficult question. That's what I said the president is resolving. Initially, drip was conceptualized to be under the district assemblies common fund and also under the Ministry of Local Government. But with the redesignation of the Ministry of Local Government to include chieftaincy and religious affairs, it's become so broad. So DRIP basically is under the office of the president. I report to the president through the chief of staff. But then we have direct relationship. For example, the National Secretariat is funded by the magnanimity of the District Assembly's Common Fund. But at assembly level, because government is now pushing close to over 80% of the District Assembly's Common Fund to the districts. The fund, the disbursement go with guidelines. 25% on 24-hour market, 10% on school desk, 10% on water supply, 20% on legacy project, because there are a lot of legacy projects in the assemblies. But I have gone around. There's no allocation for roads. That's the difficulty we have. So the district assemblies are forced to take money from their IGF. And some of the assemblies make nothing on IGF. Nothing. I'm being frank with you. Nothing. Okay. So the assemblies have problem with funding. The Minister of Finance doesn't see how he's giving 80% and then he should also give money for roads, especially when government is doing so much to the book push. But I think that it's something that we must look at. So we have engaged with the Minister of Finance. He has understood me. Together with the Minister of Roads, initially they want us to go under the Road Maintenance Trust Fund. That the budget of the Road Maintenance Trust Fund is only about 3.5 billion. Our budget, if you are looking at the work the assemblies have to do, their fueling, allowances, everything, our budget is close to 2 billion for the year. So I think that we should go back to the former policy, the former this thing that the former government used. The former government allocated 500,000 per quarter, exclusively for drip in the district.
That should give you 2 billion by close of year.
You understand? And I think that if we should go, it will help, because then the assemblies know that this amount of money, this portion of the common fund is principally for roads. Because let me be frank with you, the roads are the most essential economic activity or social infrastructure in most district assemblies.
Thank you so much. There are a number of messages, but we can't read all. There's an ardent viewer, Engineer Mahama. He has contributed that they should commission an investigation into the disappearance of the earth-moving equipment between 2014 and 2018, purported to have been brought in by former President Kufuor and Mills Mahama time, and make a findings public. And also he says that we should also look at the pothole patching contractors. Most of them suddenly spring up like mushrooms without coming in with the coming in of new government. The patch.
I don't think we should have any pothole patching contractor. All those things should be done by the assembly. Give them the money. They have the equipment. They have to buy the gravel. They have to buy the gravel, buy the bitumen, and they can patch.
That's all.
It said the operators of DRIP should be upgraded, help to enlighten the life of the machines, to know how to use the machines. But sadly, they all find themselves in the Galamsey sites. Tell Honorable I always look out for his honesty and oversight supervision. Okay, that's fine. So this coming from Engineer Abdullahi Mahama.
Honorable, thank you so much. This has been very insightful, and I'm sure a lot of education.
I know Bernard Davila will now give me peace of mind.
After 6 months, we'll bring you back again and have further conversation about it.
Bernard has been terrorizing me about his roads, you know, and I've told him to go to the assembly. In fact, all of us should know that once we have a problem with our roads, get to the assembly, and then between you and the MMDCs, we'll be able to see how we can resolve those ones. Our district coordinators, our regional coordinators are able. They have been educated enough to understand what's going.
Right.
We take a quick break here.
Honorable Nilante Vanderpoy, thank you so much.
I'm grateful.
National coordinator for the
Drip is grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you. And all of you will do your roads.
Oh, that's nice. Inshallah. I'm in Ganoff. Bad roads.
It's bad roads. Yes. Look, Ganoff is one of the poorest.
So right after this, maybe you can give my MC the
Alote.
Alote is in Gas Central. I think it's
Gas Central.
Agbo.
Agbo. Yes.
Yeah. So
he complained.
I'm in the barrier, Central and North. So they'll come in. The producer is also telling us about Love Nava and other places.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have plenty
places.
So.
I used to stay there. I used to stay at 6 to 6.
Ashalaja and all those. Anyway,
Nana hasn't got a problem with roads.
No, I'm in Tema West.
Yeah.
Tema West.
So we have a few challenges there, but we'll deal with the
Gulf City and those areas.
Yes.
And some areas living
to areas and all that.
Agree.
We'll deal with it. But Honorable, thank you so much. This has been great. We just spoke with the national coordinator of the District Road Improvement Program, the Honorable Edwin Nilante Vanderpoy. Don't go anywhere. This is Breakfast Daily. We'll be right back with some more.
There is no margin for error. So much here is familiar.
Over 1900 games brought us here.
There is not a sporting heat quite like this.
But history doesn't care about the journey.
The Premier League is the best league in the world.
La Liga is far and beyond the biggest winner.
It only remembers how it ends.
You bought it. It's not have a word. You bought it.
8 titles. 1 month of mayhem to decide them all.
Outstanding from Patrick Dorgan.
Stay connected and watch GoTV to catch the football season finale this May. It's on.
Turn up your sound experience with the We Hear speakers by Lovi. From the sleek We Hear 1 to the powerful We Hear 2, and now the premium We Hear Pro. Fully endorsed by Kylian Mbappe. This is not just a speaker, it's a flexible, high-performance outdoor Bluetooth speaker built to bring your music to life anywhere. With up to 100 watts of music power, you get bold, immersive sound wherever you go. All available in stylish standout colors. Now the good news. From April 20th to May 20th, grab yours at a special discounted price. The We Hear 1 now at 400 Ghana cedis, the We Hear 2 at 900 Ghana cedis, and the premium We Hear Pro now at 3,800 Ghana cedis. Don't miss out. Call 020-195-7739 or pick up at the Atlantic Towers. You can also grab yours at Orange FM Kumasi, Plus FM, or 3 Music TV in Accra. Number 12 Afunya Street at Belengpe. Don't miss out on this special discounted offer. It's the We Hear promo powered by Lovi. We Hear, feel the power, hear the difference.
Every day, we make choices. Some big, some small.
What would you be doing today? I want this or...
Every day, we make choices. And sometimes, choices that shape our hearts.
Hi.
Whether it's a long-term or short-term decision. The Lydia range gives you the power to truly decide. With Lydia, you truly decide.
From Accra to Buenos Aires, from Lagos to London, the world is locking in for the greatest football spectacle on earth, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But before the first whistle cuts through the noise, there's a deeper rhythm to the game. Every badge carries history, every player brings a story, every number means something. Welcome to World Cup Central, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right here on Channel 1 TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930 and their best finish at the World Cup was third place in 1930. That was a long time ago.
Every Friday at 3 p.m. we serve it fast, bold, and electric.
I'm high and I'm getting.
This week on the Upside Down Show, outspoken and seasoned journalist Paul Adam Ochiri sits down with Frema Edunyame for a bold and revealing conversation, from political neutrality in the media to matters of law and national discourse.
People believe that a journalist shouldn't take sides.
But why so? Why should journalists be? Why shouldn't lawyers be neutral? Why should a journalist be neutral? Journalist is like anyone else.
Did you want to be a lawyer at some point, or you just needed the knowledge?
Yes, I studied law. I have a law degree from the University of Ghana as an LLB.
Okay.
I was the second batch of the postgraduate students in 2001.
Okay. So where did all those stories come from?
It's people. It's up to them.
He speaks candidly and without restraint.
If I'm not a lawyer, Kwame Ahoy, they call him law professor, he too is not a lawyer.
Are you going to watch the World Cup in the US? Will you go?
I am still not used to a World Cup being played in different countries. I like to watch World Cups in England. In 2002's World Cup, I watched in England.
England is the home of
football. They'll set up Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
They'll set up all of those beautiful places.
So will you go this year? Are you thinking about it?
That I would want to. I'll see the Ghana-England game at home. I'm planning to have people with me to see it.
Make a date this and every Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Grateful that you stay with us here on Channel 1 TV Breakfast Daily. That was an interesting conversation we had with the National Coordinator of DREP, Nilante Vanderpoel. Your messages came in, a number of them, but unfortunately we couldn't read all. But we promise you that we will definitely catch him again in the next 6 months, and all your messages will actually be read, and we'll also be pushing him to fix your roads, that is the feeder roads, the inner roads. But for now, let's talk about lupus. It's Lupus Awareness Month. Last week we had a conversation with a doctor and a patient in studio. Chris Carter did that. Today, we are going to extend the conversation again. How is it being handled in Ghana? Other things that maybe need to be done to protect patients or people battling with lupus. You get to know what exactly it is. Maybe this is the first time you're actually watching. We have Dr. Kabina Baini, who is a rheumatologist, a fellow in training at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And we have Judith Gachekpo, patient advocate. You'd want to hear Judith's story about lupus as well. You're welcome, doc and patient.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Very much. Well, thank you.
Let's start with you, doc. Just take us back a bit, like a minute or 30 seconds on what really lupus is.
Okay, so lupus is an autoimmune disease. And when we say autoimmune disease, they are a group of diseases in which your body's immune system gets confused. And because it gets confused, it begins to attack your own body and causes damage. So we can imagine that as having our soldiers who are supposed to protect the country from foreign intruders now killing us, the citizens.
Wow.
And that's exactly what happens in lupus. So the immune system gets confused. And because of that confusion, it sees your own body as foreign and begins to attack it.
Wow. So how do you know that the immune system is now confused? Or what are some of the symptoms you see them say, hey, I have to take an action, I have to go to the hospital for the doctor to maybe sort of a diagnosis or something?
So because it can affect every part of your body. And because of that, it can present with various symptoms. They are not really specific symptoms that when you have, then everybody thinks about lupus. So it can present with headaches, it can present with fatigue, it can present with signs of a kidney disease, it can present with a rash, it can present with signs of a heart disease. And so sometimes it's difficult to diagnose. And because of that, it's been termed the great mimicker, because it mimics a lot of diseases at the beginning. And so it makes diagnosis at the onset very difficult unless the doctor seeing you has a high index of suspicion, and also unless the patient presents more frequently to the doctor with these symptoms, then the doctor might pick up. And so we are trying to raise awareness both with the public and with the health professionals, so that we all have a high index of suspicion when we are having these recurrent symptoms to think about an autoimmune disease called lupus and do the tests, and in conjunction with the symptoms, come up with a diagnosis for which we can manage effectively.
Beautiful. Let's now speak to Judith. Judith, for how long have you stayed with lupus?
For the past 9 years.
Wow. How are you battling with it? Or what exactly happened to you that you say that, hey, I had to go to the hospital and see my doctors, and eventually I was diagnosed with lupus?
Actually, the actual thing was, I would say, it attacked the brain.
Okay.
Yes, so I was taken to the mental hospital. So there, then I had a butterfly rash on me. So a doctor came around and saw it and said, no, I should be taken to Kolebu. This is a suspect of lupus. So when I got there, then they picked it from there. I didn't see anything.
Wow.
Yes.
But were there things, say, you were battling with before you eventually went to the psychiatric hospital? Then you went to Kolebu, maybe you were having headache, or you're having something that you thought that was normal. Maybe you went to take medicine, but later, eventually, you saw that after the diagnosis, you were diagnosed of lupus.
Actually, I was always battling with malaria, feeling feverish, take some few medications, go to the hospital, they give me malaria treatment. So that was it. Sometimes I feel pain at the back, but I went to the hospital, they said it's not anything, they just give you painkillers. So for some time I was battling with those things.
Wow. Yes. Doc, so can it take a very long time before you can eventually know that, well, this is lupus and something has to be done about it?
Yes, it can. And indeed, for like about 10 years ago, it took about 3 years from symptom onset to diagnosis being made, because the awareness was very low. Initially, we thought it was a disease of the Caucasians. It wasn't common in Africa, but then research and data is now showing that it is more common in Africans, and actually Africans even have a serious or more severe form of the disease. And so because of that, we need to create awareness so that we're able to pick it up early, because there's a direct link between early diagnosis and improved outcomes. And so it's important that we pick it up early. And because of the work that the rheumatology initiative headed by Professor Day have been doing, now the diagnosis is being picked up early. And so the time from symptom onset to diagnosis has reduced.
Wow.
And we even hope that it reduces even further.
How are we handling it in Ghana? Is that, are we supposed to do a lot more, or we are doing enough?
So we are doing our best. We have only 3 rheumatologists in the country.
3?
3. And the 3 rheumatologists are the ones that take care of people with autoimmune disease.
How many autoimmune disease patients do we have?
We have lots. So we don't have like an exact registry yet, but even in Kolebu alone, we have over 1,000 patients. So that should tell you.
And we have 3.
And we have 3. And 3 too in Accra, 1 in the northern region. And so there's an imbalance. But the good news is we have about 8 doctors in training to become rheumatologists, of which I am one of them. And so
congratulations in advance.
Thank you. So the future is bright, and it's all because of the work our predecessors have been doing to try and expand the field, to try and raise awareness, because the disease is quite devastating if not handled appropriately. And so because now we're getting more people to handle it, there's good news, and then there's light at the end of the tunnel.
As a doctor, is it a difficult field to say that someone would want to be in, study, and become a rheumatologist?
Yes, it can be difficult, especially because of sometimes the way the patients present when they present late and they are unable to even meet the financial demand of the condition. Because most of the time, before they finally get to see the rheumatologist, they have been to other doctors and other places in the search of finding a cure or an answer to their symptoms.
So it can be cured?
So not cured, managed.
Managed?
Yes.
So that means when you get it, you live with it for the rest of your life.
Time.
Then let me come to you, Judith. How are you living with it?
I'm on my medications, but now some of them, I go to clinic every 3 months. Initially, I started even weekly. After my discharge from Kolebu, I started weekly, then 2 weeks, 1 month, 6 weeks. Then now I do 3 months. And every time you go with your labs so that they know what goes on in your system. Because as human as we are, we do everything. But you just have to know yourself, then take care of yourself. That's why every 3 months I do the labs, take you to the clinic. So it's the labs that tells the doctor what I should do.
Is it very expensive managing it?
Yes.
In 3 months or every 3 months?
Every
how much
3
do you
months.
spend?
Every 3 months, just for the labs, about 2,000.
Wow.
Yes. Then your medications.
So summing up your medications and everything will be like how much?
For 3 months, that will be about. I can't calculate because for me, I even buy it. I'm a wholesaler, so I get it from the wholesaler.
Give us a.
But looking at it, at least a month, you can spend about 1,500 on your medication.
On your medication?
Yes.
Okay. In addition to
the lab for 3 months. So
it varies based on your disease activity.
Okay.
And so there are people who spend even more because they have severe forms of the disease at the time that we diagnose them. She's been well controlled, and so her medications that she started with have been reduced because she's responding well to treatment. And of course, that's what we hope for all our patients. And indeed, some of our patients are responding very well because of the treatment. But if you're unable to afford it, the disease is still active. It's still causing damage, and the more damages occur, the more expensive it becomes to manage. And so if you come with a kidney disease at the beginning, it's not gone bad, it's not in the last stages, but they say get a complication. Now your kidney fails, you have to be on dialysis, which is another expense, in addition to your medication that you have to take. And so we don't want our patients to get to the complicated stage. We want to manage them right at the beginning so that we have better outcomes. And so some people are paying way more than that. Some people on medications that is about 25,000 every 3 months, and they do that twice a year. So yes, so it varies based on your disease activity, based on which part of your body is involved. So at the beginning, she did mention it was her brain.
Yeah, she's still mental.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's how.
But are you okay mentally now?
Oh yes.
Okay, fine. That's why sometimes it's difficult to make a diagnosis. So you can see some of our patients with the mental health departments Some of them are with the kidney specialist. Up until the doctor says that no, this could be something else. And once we begin to treat lupus, everything else comes down.
But it's scary. The reason why I'm saying that is that you said it's not cured, it's managed.
Yes.
So for how long will you be on maybe medication, labs and all that? Is it for the rest of your life?
It's for the rest of your life. But then we hope the aim of treatment is to push our patients into remission where the disease is not active. Naturally, the disease can be an active and then a low disease activity stage. So you have highs and lows. So we want our patients to always be at the low level of the disease activity. And when they are at that level, they can live very normal lives. They can reach their full potential. They can live very normal lives. And so we hope that all our patients get there. But that means that we need to diagnose them early. We need to manage them well right from the beginning. And we need to make sure that they get their medications right from the beginning.
Diagnosing early is the issue.
Exactly.
How often do you get people come to your facility and you know that they are there on time, or maybe they wait till last minute before they come to the facility? If you can tell us about that.
So about every week we diagnose about 4 patients
every week.
Yes, every week at the clinic, and so it's on the rise. But most of the time it's not the fault of the patients, because as a patient I may not know what exactly is wrong with me. So that's why this program is very important, to raise awareness, so that when patients or when people begin to have certain symptoms which don't add up and they've been to hospital many times without a cure or without the solution, then they might think about this or even suggest to their doctor that actually I heard from City or Channel 1 that if I'm having these symptoms, it could be this. Can we look into that? You know, so we are trying to raise awareness so that people get to know that there's something called lupus. There's a group of diseases called autoimmune diseases, and they can present in diverse ways. And so I need to get checked.
Doc, is it how does someone gets lupus? Is it maybe hereditary, or is how we live our life, or tell us about it?
Right. So for lupus, there's a genetic component to lupus, and then there is an environmental part to it. So the genetic components, we realize that people who have lupus have certain genes, and so their genes predispose them to having lupus. So there's not a cause for lupus. So there's not one thing that we say that if you have this, then you get lupus. No. But then we realize that then there's a genetic predisposition. That means that their genes, they have certain genes which makes them more likely to get lupus. Then there's like a second hit, which is like a trigger. And these triggers may include stress, which is number 1. 2 could be the sun. Certain infections all trigger the disease. So because not everybody who gets an infection or everybody who gets exposed to the sun has a disease, that is why the genetic predisposition is an important factor in the pathogenesis or in the development of the disease.
Wow.
So they are all having a genetic predisposition, a genetic likelihood that they will have the disease. And then comes the second hit, which is the environmental factor, which includes the sun, stress, certain infections. Then they begin to show symptoms of the disease.
Judith, how are you coping with the disease?
I'm managing. I'm managing. I'm doing better now. So I'm coping with it.
You work?
Yes, I work.
Wow. So, for instance, when you go to work, you're able to go about your day to
Oh yes,
normal.
I do everything normal.
You have a support system?
Yes.
Maybe family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do they go about it with you?
They support me in every way. In whatever I do, if I need a support, they are there for me.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So the support system is very, very important.
Yes, it's very, very important.
What role does it play? If you may help me to understand.
Because sometimes you could get up, you are not fine. So you need somebody to even talk to you, for you to talk to, then financially you need help somebody to do something for you. So the support system is very, very important.
Do you suffer from stigmatization?
No.
Okay.
In the initial stages, it's very terrible.
Tell us about it.
Because the initial stage, for me, after Kolebu, my whole body was disfigured. When you see me, you wouldn't know that that's me. There was rashes on me, so I was really disfigured. So in that time, people see you and they start, hey, what is wrong with this one? Some even, you can, when you go to the clinic, people even have their legs, you see that it's affected maybe the knee or something. So you see, when you see them, you look at them, what is wrong with this person? Wow. Yes. So there's stigmatization
in the, you're being stigmatized.
Yes, and sometimes even my hands, still, I still have the, So people ask you, what happened to this? Why is this part of your body like this? Yes.
Wow.
So
but when you were growing up, you didn't see this.
No.
Doc, let's understand. So at what age will you say that somebody is prone to this disease, lupus? Because maybe someone is growing, the person is not seeing it, but at what age? Does it come with age issues and all that?
So you can have it at any age.
If a child?
Even a child, even babies. So we have neonatal lupus, which is common in 1-month-old babies. So you can have it across board. But it is more common in women between the ages of 18 and 44, which is their very productive part of their life. So it can be devastating. So anybody can have it, and it's more common in women than in men.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
But have you gotten some male patients?
Yeah, we have male patients. We have quite a number of male patients, and actually we've done some research on also how the disease even presents in male patients. So we have that data.
How does it present in male patients?
So male patients tend to have more of the kidney involvement and less of the skin involvement. So they have other organ system involvement. So most of the time, most people will have the skin. So they'll have the rash on their face or rash on their body or ulcers in their mouth. But in male patients, we realize that they have more of the kidney presentation. So piggybacking on what she was talking about on the support, we actually have a support group which is known as the Rheumatology Initiative.
Oh, nice.
That actually serves as a safe space for our patients, where they are able to have conversations with each other, where they're able to share experiences and know what helps, where we, the doctors, are able to come in and give them some guidance as to how to move. Also, the Rheumatology Initiative champions research and advocacy for patients who have autoimmune conditions in general. So you can support patients living with autoimmune diseases by donating or supporting the Rheumatology Initiative to perform its mandate of education, awareness, and research for the patients.
Let's come to the state. You think there's a role the state can play in, one, the awareness creation for lupus, and two, patients themselves, how these patients who are battling with lupus can be helped?
Yes, of course, the state can help very much because, one, awareness is very important. So we need to disseminate this information throughout the country so that people are aware of this condition. We also need to invest in clinicians, in the training of clinicians for such conditions. We also need to put some of their tests and medications on the NHIS so that these patients are able to access their services quite easy. The burden reduces. If they're able to do their labs on NHIS, able to get some of their medications on NHIS, it goes a very long way to help their outcomes. And finally, if we're able to send money or dedicate some money for research into our population, then we're able to come up with specific targeted treatments for our people, because we realize that the disease is not the same as in the white person. And so if we are getting all the research from them, we may not be optimally treating our patients. So we need local data, we need local research to be able to know the direction in which to go when we are managing our African patients.
So for now, facilities that lupus can be diagnosed and treated. You at Kolebu? It's
Yes.
only Kolebu?
No, it's Kolebu, Konfanoche. There's Tamale Teaching Hospital.
Oh, Tamale Teaching.
Yes, the major hospitals,
Okay.
yes. But I mean, once you have a physician specialist, they can diagnose and they can refer you to see the rheumatologist who will take over the management.
Wow.
Yes.
So anyone can be affected?
Anybody can affect. Anyone can be affected.
Wow. Final words from you, Doc, then I come to Judith and we can wrap up this session.
Okay, so basically, we've said that lupus is part of a group of diseases known as autoimmune diseases. And it's when your immune system gets confused and begins to attack you.
Wow.
It can affect anybody. We don't know the cause. It's very manageable.
We do not know the cause.
We don't know the cause. It's very manageable. Once we are able to diagnose early, the outcomes are better. The Rheumatology Initiative is a support group NGO that helps patients who live with autoimmune conditions to cope with the challenges.
How can one get in touch with the rheumatology?
So our social media handles are Try Ghana on all networks, Instagram, Facebook, X, Try Ghana. You can also meet us at Kolebu Teaching Hospital on the 3rd floor, which is the rheumatology unit. And you can support us.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Judith, final message from you to other people who are also battling with lupus.
I want
Word
to
of
tell,
encouragement, because you are dealing with it well.
Yes, I want to tell all my fellow people living with lupus that lupus is not the end of it. It's a lifestyle that we have to live. So we should live it and live it well. I always say to be healed is faith.
You can look into this camera and speak to them, yeah.
Is faith, your medication, and then you listen to your doctor. Don't get confused. Don't listen to people, what they say. Just get focused and you'll be fine.
Judith, thank you so much.
Yes.
Judith Gajepo is patient advocate, lupus, and also we had Dr. Kwabena Baini, who is a rheumatology fellow in a training, Kolebu Teaching Hospital. I'm sure maybe you didn't know about lupus, but today you've gotten to know about this. It's Lupus Awareness Month, and we are doing everything possible for you to be informed. When you are diagnosed early, some sort of management will be done, because as we speak, no treatment, so you can be managed. Doc, thank you so much for coming, and Judith, thank you so much for coming, and keep going on. I like her spirit. I like her spirit. We'll take a quick break here, and when we come back, we have a lot more for you on the show. We may tell you what is trending. We may visit our communities. You may not know what you'll do next. It's going to be a surprise. So stay with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel One TV. We'll be back with more.
June to 19 July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches, much as little as 58 Ghana cedis, live on SuperSport, only on DSTV.
From Accra to Buenos Aires, from Lagos to London, the world is locking in for the greatest football spectacle on earth, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But before the first whistle cuts through the noise, there's a deeper rhythm to the game. Every badge carries history, every player brings a story, every number means something. Welcome to World Cup Central, only on Channel One TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right here on Channel One TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930, and their best finish at the World Cup was third place in 1930. That was a long time ago.
Every Friday at 3 p.m., we serve it fast, bold, and electric. No fluff, just pure football knowledge delivered with style.
You couldn't beat Norway, so if you're not at the World Cup, it's thoroughly deserved, so please stay at home.
World Cup Central, Fridays at 3 p.m. exclusively on Channel 1 TV.
Before I'm high and I'm getting.
This week on the Upside Down Show, outspoken and seasoned journalist Paul Adam Ochiri sits down with Frema Edunyame for a bold and revealing conversation, from political neutrality in the media to matters of law and national discourse.
People believe that a journalist shouldn't take sides.
But why so? Why should journalists be? Why shouldn't lawyers be neutral? Why should a journalist be neutral? Journalist is like anyone else.
Did you want to be a lawyer at some point, or you just needed the knowledge?
Yes, I studied law. I have a law degree from the University of Ghana as an LLB.
Okay.
I was the second batch of the postgraduate students in 2001.
Okay. So where did all those stories come from?
It's people. It's up to them.
He speaks candidly and without restraint.
If I'm not a lawyer, Kwame Ahoy, they call him law professor, he too is not a lawyer.
Are you going to watch the World Cup in the US? Will you go?
I am still not used to a World Cup being played in different countries. I like to watch World Cups in England. In 2002's World Cup, I watched in England.
England is the home of football.
They'll set up Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
They'll set up all of those beautiful places.
So will you go this year? Are you thinking about it?
I would want to. I'll see the Ghana-England game at home. I'm planning to have people with me to see it.
Make a date this and every Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Grateful that you stayed with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. That was an interesting conversation there on lupus. Nana, Charlie, diseases deal.
Oh yeah, and I keep saying that it's important that we frequent the hospitals, not necessarily because we are sick, but to do thorough checks. Okay, so that you know, because you see, this is what you see on the outside. But there's an entire system
that is working
within that your eyes cannot see.
So we wake up in the morning, we come to work, we go home, we sleep, we eat, we go and chill on Fridays and all that.
It's important that we get checked to know what is happening, and then, of course, take advice from our medical personnel in order that to prevent. You see, sometimes early detection helps a lot. Yeah. If you're not aware, then you stay back, and before you are diagnosed, it might have reached a stage where
it cannot be managed.
You get it. So
it's gone beyond redemption.
It's really important that we get checked periodically, occasionally, to know what is really happening within our system. Because when I spoke to
Judith, who is the lupus advocate, you could tell that she was actually battling with something in the past, but didn't know that it was lupus until she went to the psychiatric hospital and like, no, you have to be taken to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and it was diagnosed that she is battling with lupus. But anyway, we entreat you and ourselves. We are entreating ourselves so that we can go and do some sort of checks, which is very, very important. But anyway, let's look at the trends. What is happening? I'm excited about this one. Nana, you know, there was some time back when people were actually battling with public transport. We had this transport crisis in the country, and the church drivers actually took an opportunity to inflate prices, to charging abnormal fares. And the public relations officer of GPRTU, Abbas Imoro, said that they will go after some of these church drivers. The AMA boss also made mention of that. A task force was set. And today in the news, we are seeing that some church drivers have been arrested at Circle for unlawful fare increments. So some church drivers and their conductors, popularly known as MATE, that we know, have been arrested by the National Security Monitoring and Evaluation Team over alleged unlawful increases in transport fares. The arrest follows the report that some commercial drivers were charging passengers as much as 20 Ghana cedis from Circle to Kaswa, sparking frustration and anger among commuters. The situation reportedly left several commuters stranded at various transport terminals when also there was a disagreement that broke out between the passengers and the commercial transport owners. The operation forms part of efforts to clamp down on unauthorized fare hikes and protect consumers from exploitation. Very, very important. So you can see the drivers there.
So this operation was carried out by who?
It was carried out by the National Monitoring and National Security Monitoring and Evaluation Team. You know, it was the driver unions that came together.
Okay.
And a task force was formed together with some security officers.
Okay.
When the increment of fare actually came up, or let me say people were charging illegal fares.
Exploiting passengers.
Some national security officers went round to ensure that the right thing was done. And we even had some military men also taking charge. So this has been the outcome of this. And I'm happy because the fact that you do not have vehicle in town doesn't mean that you are using the same stretch. That ideally you're supposed to charge the same amount that you've been charging, because you are not operating in isolation.
And you know that thought that they do.
So they are going to Kaswa and they'll take you from Circle to Kaneshi to Odoko to Malam to Weja to somewhere around Tobut. Then Tobut to Kaswa. Why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to yourself?
So now that you've been caught, you go and explain yourself. They are
taking them away. They are taking them away.
I think they should be doing more of such.
I think so.
And they should extend the exercise to other areas.
Exactly.
So that at least, and you see, it shouldn't just be, we need to know what happens after these arrests. Are they going to be surcharged? Are they going to be stopped from driving? What will happen? We need to know, because you see, the arrest is one step, but the punishment that comes is what actually serves as a deterrent to others to stop them from doing it. So, let us know what actually happens after the arrest, what becomes of these persons who've been picked up, and then, of course, share with us what form of punishment is meted out to them, so that we can publish same, and other drivers will take cue from it, and they know that, Charlie, this time around, if you go and cheat somebody, maybe you know, when they announce new fares, when there's an increment, well, there's never a decrease. So whenever there's an increment,
I don't know why they don't decrease.
Oh, of course, prices only grow.
It doesn't reduce. There is no depreciation in there.
You understand? Wow. They used to paste it in the chotro.
Yeah, you see there.
Yeah, so maybe they should redo that so that everyone is aware.
You know how much you're paying.
You know how much you're paying.
You know how much
and
you're
then
paying.
some unscrupulous persons do not take advantage of the shortage in the system to do
you want
their
to
own thing.
Increase the fares. And we have comment on this. Let's bring you the comment, what people are saying, what you are saying about this. This says, we need them at Medina main lorry station, even in the mornings. They increase the fare unlawfully. Get them arrested. This is from Kwame. This one also say, from Philip, says that don't arrest them, just send buses there. And collapse their business. Or they'll fight the business, please. Let's get the right thing done. The lawlessness in this country is too much. It's too much. The only way the government can curb this is to compete with them. public transport services should work and offer transport at normal fares. It
shouldn't only be about arrest.
Okay, you say, yeah. This one says that I hope the security will not send these people to a dark corner, take some coins and leave them to come and repeat it again.
We are joining you in that hope.
So it's back to square one. Where are the newly, that's a big question.
Metro
big
buses,
question.
yeah.
So Deputy Transport Minister, we understand she's the one in charge.
Yeah, but
yeah,
when you remember Felix when he made the announcement regarding the interventions by government to cushion Ghanaians as a result of the impact of the US-Israel-Iran war, when they announced the reduction in fuel prices, if like the subsidies they put in for. Remember that he also announced that immediate deployment of the buses that had come in, the 100 should be deployed immediately to cushion. So that's 100. We're expecting more.
Yeah, more. I think in total should be about 300.
Yeah. So Metromas is what? Gapti?
No. Ayalolo
is Gapti.
Metromas is Metromas.
Metromas. Yeah. So these buses are going to Metromas.
Yeah, these ones are going
to Metromas Transit.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they need to let us know
what has happened,
the deployment, which routes these buses are applying, what times of the day they are applying, so that at least it helps all of us. If, like the gentleman who commented on it said, if there's enough competition, you know, competition drives prices. Yeah, demand and supply, market forces. So if there are enough buses that are operating at, if you like, reduced fares, go and increase yours and see if someone will join you.
People will be opting for the Metromas one, and they will now be leaving yours. That tells you that you would have to set up.
Yeah,
that's true.
So let's put in more buses, and then let's push the competition. If you push the competition, then it drives fares down. So then it makes it easy for all of us as Ghanaians. Those of us who ride trotro every morning.
Yeah, like the Chocho. We the Chocho riders, and we sing Chocho every morning.
Hello.
9924. Anyway, so that is it. It's a good move, and it's a good thing that the National Security Monitoring and Evaluation Team has actually done to arrest these drivers and their mates for stealing. Let me put it that way, because once you are taking the illegal fares, you're actually stealing from the passenger.
So are they going to be charged? Are they going to be prosecuted?
We need to ask Abbas Imoro. Yeah, Abbas Imoro.
Industrial relations.
Yeah, industrial relations for the GPRTU. As to
what exactly is going to be done. What will become of these people?
What will become of this? But anyway, this morning we read a story of Bridget Otu.
Occupy Julobi House.
Yeah.
Occupy Julobi House. It was totally embarrassing what the officers of the Ghana police did that day at the Greater Accra Regional Police Headquarters. What those men involved did to a human being. You threw dignity to the gutters. You attacked individuals. You almost stripped her naked. And it's good that the court has acted on this matter. And this morning, I want to salute to the judge and all, of course, all actors in this judicial process. At least some level of justice has been served, and congratulations to all of them. So Accra High Court slaps Ghana Police with 150,000 Ghana cedis plus apology for unlawful assault during 2023 protest. So the Accra High Court has ruled that the police unlawfully assaulted and detained journalist Bridget Otu, Vanessa Boateng, and activist George Jennings during the September 21, 2023 Occupy Julobi House demonstration against economic hardship and governance issues. Justice Nana Brew deemed the actions unconstitutional, awarding 150,000 cedis in total damages. So that's 100,000 cedis compensatory and 50,000 Ghana cedis general, and 30,000 Ghana cedis in cost, plus an apology in the Daily Graphic. The decision. Okay, so the complainants were represented by lawyer Samson Ladi Ayenini. Pray. So counsel, congrats, Bridget, congrats, and of course, once again, we're sorry for that unruly behavior towards you. And of course, lessons should be learned going forward, that people actually have a right to demonstrate, and those rights must be respected at all times. And so, as for me, if you touch human dignity, Charlie,
you come after you.
Yeah, because I've been how?
It's not
an unarmed human being
it's not right.
on a lawful protest, and you think you can harass, you can assault, you can unlawfully detain.
It's not right.
Charlie, kudos to the judge, man. Kudos to the judge.
Just bring you comments on this. What people are saying about this, this particular ruling. The comment.
Yeah.
It's good to see accountability for violations of fundamental rights. This is coming from City Boy. This was the next time the police will do well to stay in their mandate. Okay. This one said, way to go. Now the rights of citizens and journalists will be respected during protests. Not nearly enough, if you ask me.
Yeah, but at least it should start from somewhere. Yeah.
Happy to read this judgment. Feels like beyond
recompense.
There should be some type of punishment to persons. You say.
I agree. I mean, some people. I mean, the officers should have been identified and punished.
That would have also helped.
Yeah, because this one, you see, it is an individuals within the institution who engaged in such. I don't think the regional commander will come and tell them that go and meet these people. You understand? So maybe some over exuberant officers engaged in that act, they should be identified and punished so that other officers will learn. And then, of course, collect the money from the institution.
Let's bring you the third story. It's an interesting one. I don't know if there is a video. Yesterday, Stoneboy actually visited a government official, and let's play the video.
My revelation was clear to me, so me work out properly. See them ask, how we do it? What did I do? See them ask me, how we do it? What's it do it? My heart is clean. You never tell us another man thing. My revelation was clear to me, so me work out properly. See them ask, how we do it? What did I do? See them ask me, how we do it? What's it do it? My heart is clean. You never tell us another man thing.
Yeah, so that was the boss for the National Service Authority actually having fun.
See, never ask me.
But I understand this
how we do meeting. I love it.
But I understand that it has upset some Ghanaians who point on to ongoing payment delays for the program, as they have 100 annual graduates with arrears from recent months still unresolved despite partial clearance and bank partnerships. You know, people are saying that you are here chilling and no curfew hasn't come.
How would this by chilling affect your no
tied to the BIM national support, but critics say that it has a tone deaf, highlighting the contrast between the party's vibe and personal frustration. So she's chilling.
I don't understand.
But the people wonder,
I don't understand. It's my birthday.
People are doing national service.
So you are doing service, you will be paid. But it's my birthday. I shouldn't have fun.
The money hasn't come.
You see, sometimes we need to delineate. You see, distinguish between individuals and their professional roles or appointments. You understand?
The person
life must move on. Life must go on. Somebody chops his 60th birthday. You don't see the celebration.
The service money too is somebody's.
Your service money is not in my pocket. The authority will pay you. This is me as an individual. Yes, I am the NSA boss, but I am an individual celebrating my birthday. You don't even know my relationship with the artist.
So this one, someone is also saying like a year of you and I will you winning.
Now a year of you mean I'm a
not to forward.
No, I mean, let's be fair to people. Let's be fair to people, Charlie. I don't see anything wrong with this. Do we even know if they are affiliated in one way or the other?
Well, it's true.
Have we been told whether she has carried national service money to pay Stoneboy to come and visit her? So where is the problem here? I need to understand it. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I'm ignorant. So if you are able to explain to me properly where the conflict here is, then maybe I can agree. But if it's my birthday, bro, forget.
Let's bring you the comments. Because national service personnel haven't been paid, she cannot celebrate her gift of life on her birthday. Hey,
thank you,
Mr. Opare. This one says it's been 3 months and no pay, but looks like.
Look at the NSS.
You see,
bro, continue looking. We go chill.
You see, do you know what a lavish party is?
Ask.
Check the E-Levy party.
The E-Levy cake party. Do you remember that?
That was a lavish party. The national service personnel remain unpaid for months. Ruth Della Sedo, the Director General of the National Service Authority, throws a lavish birthday party in her office and invites Stoneboy to perform.
Can you prove that Stoneboy was invited to perform?
Whether he was paid or not. The NSS CEO is celebrating her birthday in the office with Stoneboy, while NSS personnel have been unpaid for 5 months. Why won't she be happy when her monthly salary and allowances are always paid on time, while NSP's allowances have been delayed for 3 months?
Charlie, you see, let's be fair and honest in this country. I'm not excited that service personnel's salaries or allowances have delayed, but it is not new.
She has a live, it's not.
It is not new.
It's not new.
And there's nobody who has come to show evidence that she has taken personnel money to pay Stoneboy,
or even if she has even paid Stoneboy.
Or you see, for all you know, she herself, she hasn't been paid.
It could be. It could be that.
Because we've heard government appointees say that they've not been paid over a period. You get it, and you can't tell me that Ruth Sedo had to go to national service before
getting no coffee in her pocket.
No, you can't tell me that. So if it's her birthday and she chooses to celebrate herself on her birthday, listen, she didn't go and rent a luxurious event center to do a lavish, but this is her office. For all you know, some staff even came together to surprise her.
Yeah,
you get it. But so maybe somebody should reach out to her and tell her that based on this, she should do a bigger party this weekend and invite me. I'll come and MC for her.
992. So you go MC for her?
Oh, why not?
Auntie Della, this is an open check for you.
Why not?
So 924 says that get in charge.
She should do a bigger party. We'll come and chill. We'll MC for her.
Do a big party. He'll be on the mic too, and you know.
It's not an to four.
When Rave Master is.
Yes, it's the Rave Master that will go and do
that. When Rave Master is, maybe go and check out who Rave Master is.
It's not an to four who come.
When Rave Master is on your mic, hey,
an to four will be in the studio doing studio things.
So
that will send the Rave Master.
The national service people watching, tell your boss that the Rave Master, not an to four. He says no. The Rave Master has actually agreed to give you
we're just being petty about this thing. I don't know. We're just being petty.
Like I said earlier, someone will say that we haven't been paid, right? But you are having fun. Daddy, you haven't paid fees, but you are chilling.
No, it's not the same thing. The father's responsibility to the son is not
equated.
Not like this. You cannot equate it to this.
Okay, someone will say that, so maybe that's what
but what is the chilling? Look at this dry table self. Where is the chilling? You people, do you know what chilling is? Do you know what a lavish party is?
You saw?
Do you know what a lavish party is?
I said the money not come. The money not come. But you there, obviously they do that. I better explain the video.
So this party, this party, it can't even pay 2 NSS people. Look at this. That drink, contain chips. What are you telling me? Dude, or is the balloon or whatever hanging at the back there that's expensive or what?
Do I even know? Play the video again with the sound behind.
My revelation was clear to me, so we work out properly. What did I do? Positivity and my heart is clean. You never jealous another man thing. My revelation was clear to me, so me work out from humanity.
You hear the song they are jamming to?
Yeah, so me never jealous another man
See
thing.
them ask me, how me do me thing? Positivity and my heart clean.
Yeah.
We never jealous another man
So
thing.
don't jealous her thing. No.
Allow the woman to enjoy her life. Master, your allowance will come.
It will come.
And we share in your pain. Of course, we know how difficult it is. We've been there before. We share in your pain. But I feel it is petty to equate this party to delays in service allowance.
But sometimes the allowance delaying is sometimes, I would say, blessings in disguise, because you see, if your allowance delays for five months, and imagine you are paid 800 Ghana cedis, and it comes like that 4,000.
Okay.
Oh, also,
okay, it's good. Because the difficulty is that you go through a lot of challenges.
Then you have to
through that period where
pay money
you'll be
and all
borrowing from friends and from family and all that. Yeah. So, madam, chill,
but
have fun.
Make sure
But
their
of
money
course,
is paid.
put systems in place to ensure that the disbursement of the alawa is timely. You understand? That's what you should be asking for. But don't stop her from having fun.
Having fun.
No.
Yeah. So the Reverend Master says that open the party.
Yeah.
Do it. And he'll be there.
Bigger and better.
Yeah,
you have to do it in style.
We'll take the video of the day. When we come back with that, definitely we may enter a community close to you. Stay with us here. Let's bring you the video of the day. So the gentleman was like, "Oh, I study with music. Then at the end of the day, rather than music is studying him."
I need a jump. He's forgotten about the studies.
Oh, he's forgotten about the exam scribe.
He's forgotten about the studies. Tomorrow when they put the paper before him, we'll be there. He goes, he say, "No, Kakalika as Kakalika."
Anyway, so we'll take a quick break here. We have a musical break for you for some time. When we come back, then we can enter our community. So we bring you other interesting conversation here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. Stay with us here as we enjoy the musical break.
I don't like the way you talk. You talk like you know me. You're just a razor mount. I do things to please me. I don't like to beg for things. I make moves on the low key. It's just the way I am. You mad? I don't care. I will live my life and do my things to get free. You mad? I don't care. You mad? I don't care. I will live my life and do my things to get free. You mad? I don't care. Seems like you're pissed off. I don't live the way you want. You holding connections. I don't have to shock you. Your ways is your standard. No one can dispute that. But your ways is my ways. We both on different races. You mad? I don't care. I will live my life and do my things to get free. You mad? I don't care. You mad? I don't care. I will live my life and do my things to get free. You mad? I don't care. my light to shine. Even without your help, I do very fine. Pray that you used to be here when my light to shine. Even without your help, I do very fine. You mad, I don't care. I will live my life and do my things to get free. You mad, I don't care. You mad, I don't care. I will live my life and do things to get free. Not be what you promised. If I see your text, then I panic. My heart to skip, you hurt me. You make I feel lost in public. This not be what you promised. See how you left me defeated. How you feel be so heartless. You make I feel say you that love me and you there for me. I give you my heart and you break it down. You show me shame. You show me shame. You show me shame. for love every day, looking for the one he calls happy place. Open up his eyes, it seems far away, and it feels like living in space. His intuition is telling him he's run out of choices. Looks like he's living in a bubble of poison. Goes around with a smile and charade, hoping his eye could give him some shit. When the day is done, he breaks down crying, asks, so God is for me. And it feels like I'm drawn into a world of grenade. It's like an avalanche, mountains of emotions, hills of desperation, leaves of aggravation. And it feels like waves of regression, force of oppression. I feel I'm lost. These are here running out of options. Looks like he missed his direction. Poked in the face with caution. He's bending into his fears. He wish he could just fade out of the life of a maze, 'cause he lost all the days of life. When the day is done, he breaks down and cries and asks, so God is for me. And it feels like I'm running to a world of grenade. It's like an avalanche, mountains of emotion, leaves of desperation, leaves of aggravation. And it feels like waves of regression, force of oppression. I feel alive. Where do I go? Who do I call? I've been running, but it seems not far from the wall. Where the lights go, seems like the fall has knocked me out, has knocked me out. To the wall, don't care if I fall. My loyalty is my cause, and you taking it off. My hand there, your mouth, so you bite me in peace. I know for talk, cause you give me some meat. And one day hunter will be haunted. One day I will be free. Free. Say I be done, you think say I be done. Just run me the fall, just rain up the fall. Don't say I be done, you think say I be done. The things you do me the pain, I see it is off where you gain. You know they care if I'm drained. I'm always giving my all, you know they see them at all. You always calling my faults. Like the ocean, I will change the tides. You don't know what's coming for you. Like the white cat, you will doll. You think say I be dull. You were teaching me how to walk through fire. If I die, you were wasting my time.
Yeah, this is how we like it on this side of town, you know what I'm saying? Alternative rock music. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And yeah, you got to give it up for these guys, man. They're simply amazing. And they rock it like nobody does it, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, the show continues right here. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. I am Nanatifo Boateng. I'm here with Philip Nee Latte. And at this point, we're about to zoom into your communities. We're about to find out what's happening, what's going on in your communities. And I keep saying, okay, it's not like there's an interest in negative stories or problematic issues. No, it could be an intervention by someone. It could be philanthropic acts of someone. Just bring it to our attention and we'll throw the spotlight on it. All right. However, if there are challenges also, we'll come in there, we'll spotlight him and get duty bearers to answer to it. Okay. So this morning we have a sanitation issue that we're going to look into. Our correspondent in the central region, Akwesi Ado, has filed a report. Let's take a look at this report and then we'll get into a conversation on same.
At Policeman Junction in Papasi number 1, the atmosphere is filled with a foul smell emanating from one of the poultry farms. Residents say air quality is consistently poor, making living in the area uncomfortable.
It's the poultry farm that is making the sense. They will open the water, then it will pass here. Even there's a woman at the back, she used to do the restaurant. People don't go there and buy again because of the scent. So it's making the area very unpleasant. We can't stay.
Rodi ebia ubi baufi. Namudu sajansin scent is too much. Tebasa no kra ufere embra odi ohoho bi e baufi.
Ensio tone ba kwan bebia e kwa echire onyina yanya ahumi mi se mi kunu ti asio ni na nya grudge da nti untumi ba na ani mu kura me kansa asem we nchire no nti ama obi aye kom e bon papa e bon wo dem kura sent ni ba na eba.
Wastewater from the facility runs through the community, creating unpleasant scenes that worsen during rainfall.
Enansio to a wan sent to kruntukre ye be fem na eninam na afa ha nyina na chi ye nkro nyina afa eye yare enye ni sikanti na ye ndie da bia ye ko hospital.
Nsio to de ndie hwe ye timi ndampo me se ye mbie ye pomampo o hye nko na ekuya wo so ye sikra fem ba so limpenifo akone nchen mo ne ko gasa no buki obi o hwe ono ye se afa no humpo.
Residents, particularly children with underlying respiratory conditions, are finding it difficult to cope with the situation.
Center bahano, papa, ikitankwala for. Ayiru swear 2-3 months be a seba kuko hospital. Ene sesia minu kase ye windows ni yembie. Since you tompo dia ne dia na ye kun wa ye west kra.
Even my son have an asthma. So because of this scent, when the attack comes, it's very hard for us. So we don't open our louver blaze anymore. Always we lock it. Because our own house, we fences, but we can't stay outside. We are always indoor.
Another poultry farm, located in a different part of the town, is also contributing to environmental challenges. The leadership of the Landlords and Residents Association says several complaints lodged with the Environmental Department of the Otisenya District Assembly have not been addressed.
I organized my people, and then a lot of people are saying that they even went to the man, and then he didn't even accept them to enter the yard. So now that we decided that we have to form an association so that we can go to the assembly, environmental people, and discuss with them and see what we can manage.
Residents are calling on authorities to intervene and ensure the farms are either relocated or compared to adopt environmentally friendly practices.
We want to get the farm completely located at a different place because the place is developing now.
Farm bia e hoya kese awia na wayi na odi akobabi nkuko yam empeni pemu nti odi kobabi a na wakoye na yenso ye ho atoye
na se obetumi ayi ade na afiri ha onye ne sa me na mbo ye nyina obi antan wo broni so.
I don't know who we should go to on this matter. Is it who regulates this issue?
Of course, EPA.
It's within the remit of the assembly. Yeah. The assembly itself should have an environmental health department, and then of course there's the Environmental Protection Authority (EPA). But first, let's speak to our correspondent. He filed this particular report, Akwesi Ado, to give us some details regarding same. Akwesi, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Nana, and thank you for having me.
Beautiful. How big is this poultry farm?
Very, very big. Very big, of course. And let me add that it's not just one. So we have 2 poultry farms in the Papase number 2 community. And it's same situation for both farms.
Okay. But how populated is this area? Is the farm removed from the residential area, or is it sitting in the heart of the, I mean, is it within the community? So, I mean, because we get the complaints that the residents are given, but if it's situated far off, then it makes it a bit dicey. So give us an idea of where it is located and how close it is to the community.
Okay, so Papase is on the Kaswa-Bojiase highway.
Okay.
So one of the poultry farms is right beside the highway. Yes, and then the other one is also within an area known as Policeman Junction, which can be described as a suburb of the Papase township. And this is a place that has really developed rapidly. So, according to what I've gathered, some of these poultry farms already existed when the place has still not been developed. And so it's like now the community has become fully developed, very populated, and yes, they have these poultry farms situated within the heart of the community. And it's really causing environmental challenges for the residents within the community, but those who are really feeling the brunt are those who are living closer to the facilities.
Wow. So with this particular issue, who have they reported to? Have they gone to the assembly? And what has been the response from the assembly? I also want to find out from you that the development around the poultry was, let me say, was a poultry farm there before development started, or development was there before the poultry farm came to existence?
Okay, so the poultry farms existed, but the community was there. And we know that now if you're using the Kaswa-Bojiase road, you would realize that the various communities or the area has developed through from Kaswa to Bojiase. So these places can no longer be described as villages. So even though the Papase community was just a small settlement, because the road has been constructed and now Kaswa is also fully developed, the next available options have become those areas. So people have built their homes in those communities in a very more rapid manner. And so the places have now been fully developed into residential communities, right? And apart from the residents who are complaining, there is this police checkpoint along the highway, and the police officers are finding it very difficult to even man that particular checkpoint due to, this foul smell within the atmosphere. They are not able to breathe. So they are mostly in nose masks. Residents are also not able to even open their windows to allow fresh air to enter their rooms because there's virtually no presence of fresh air in the community. What you smell is just this foul stench emanating from the poultry farms. And for instance, this morning, it's rained in Kaso and its environs. You would have these poultry farms discharging wastewater from the farms, and it runs through the communities. This creates very unpleasant things for the residents who live around. And there are people who have respiratory infections. This includes children, and according to their parents, because the immune system of children are naturally not too strong as compared to adults, those who have respiratory infections are always having attacks, and they would have to be rushed to the hospital. So in times past,
but for that it will have to be medically confirmed. It could be anything, including the poultry, of course, but that will have to be medically confirmed.
Exactly so. Yeah. So according to the residents, in times past, they've gone to the Autusenya East District Assembly to report to authorities and anticipated that something would be done about it. But they heard nothing positive from the assembly. So they've reformed the Landlords and Residents Association and now trying to engage the assembly to see if something would be done. But locally, they've moved in to speak to the owners of the poultry farms, expecting that they would cooperate with them to at least put in place some measures that would reduce the impact of the activities on the environment. But in the words of one of the residents, they were virtually chased out. And myself, even when I was putting together this report, I tried accessing one of the poultry farms, that is the area where I did my PTC from. And the owner of the farm virtually sacked us from the facility so that he had no time to spend with us. And so he was exiting, so we should also leave the facility.
He refused to engage you?
He wouldn't even allow us to film the inside of the facility. So the shots we have were taken from outside.
Right.
So it looks as if the farmers are not willing to cooperate. And the argument from my brief engagement with them is that they were present in the area before the community developed. And so they wouldn't, relocate their farms. But the demand of residents are two. They are demanding that one, it's either the farmers put in place some environmentally friendly measures,
right,
or two, authorities ensure that these farms are relocated.
Right.
Wow. So as we speak now, all the complaints that these residents may have filed to the assembly, nothing seemed to have been done about it. Is that it? Is that the impression we are getting?
Nothing has been done about it. And here at Channel 1, before we put out such stories, we try on several times to reach out to authorities who are in charge of the specific area. So I started working on this report for more than 3 weeks. And on the very first visit, I phoned the district chief executive for the Autusenya district, Kalala Igan, to inform him that this is a story the team is working on in his district, and he would be glad if he could personally respond to some of the issues, or better still, assign an officer from the environmental department to speak to us on the issue. And his response was that his attention has not been drawn to the issue. So he personally requested that I serve him with some footage from the area. I did, added quite a number of bites of the residents to him, and then he responded okay. So after 3 weeks, we didn't hear from him again. We had the story published. You know, on Monday, City FM discussed the issue.
Right.
They got in touch with the DC and he said he wasn't aware. So
even after he had sent him evidence of it.
Exactly. So when producers of Channel 1 decided to highlight the issue, that was yesterday morning. We were supposed to discuss this story yesterday morning. I phoned the DCAE the previous day. He couldn't answer. Yesterday morning, I spoke to him. And he told me he's still not been able to identify the precise locations of these poultry farms.
Really?
Even though he had initially told me that they were holding emergency meetings on this same subject, and that he would later get in touch for the exact location so that he would move in with his team to find out what steps they would take about these poultry farms. So I wouldn't be surprised when the residents tell me that previous complaints they've filed at the assembly have remained unanswered.
Wow. So how are the residents hoping to stay with this now that it looks like there isn't any solution from anywhere? Well, we wouldn't want to say that solution yet. Reason is, it looks like this poultry farm was there before a number of them came to the community. But how are they hoping to stay with the stench emanating from this particular poultry farm?
So they have no option but to live with the situation until there's some sort of intervention. And this also goes to, raise questions about how and why authorities are not able to properly zone out our various settlements, right? To ensure that this area is designed for this kind of activities, and you can farm here. This area is purely for human settlement, and so you cannot conduct this kind of activities here.
Exactly.
You know, mostly our areas are not properly zoned out, so anybody conducts any kind of business in whatever place, they chance upon, and it's really creating disorganized communities, and this is not sustainable. Imagine living in an area where the air quality is significantly reduced or filled with this foul stench.
Foul stench, yeah.
How do you cope? It's even not easy when you are driving past this community with your glasses winded down. The atmosphere is not that pleasant, and this may trigger some sort of respiratory infection. Plus, the wastewater from the poultry farms also running through the communities without any proper management.
Right.
This is not right, and something urgently must really be done about it.
Are there any businesses around this poultry, this area? And if there are, have they complained about an impact of the existence of the poultry on their business?
So for the farm in Policeman Junction, there was this eatery which was set up in the area. Eventually, the owner had to close it down because the atmosphere didn't, appeal to people. The environment didn't appeal to people, so they stopped patronizing her food. So she was left with no option but to close it down. The one situated along the main highway also, there are quite a number of businesses sprouted around it, and these are mainly retail shops and wholesale shops. And owners or the business operators are in constant complaint about the fact that they are not able to breathe properly as a result of this situation.
Wow. And what of the area? Is there a school? Is there a clinic?
There's no clinic in the immediate surroundings of these poultry farms. The health facility in the area is a bit far from these farms, not too close.
What of school?
There's no school closer to these poultry farms.
Okay.
That's it, I think.
Yeah.
It's
a difficult one because so in the event that relocation is ruled out as an option, is there any way they could, if you like, rework the setup of the facility to help address this environmental challenge?
I think then that would need the guidance of an expert.
Yes.
You know, there are people who are experts in poultry farming.
Yes, I'm asking this because of the assembly's position and the fact that the assembly itself should have an environmental department, and then of course there should be an an engineer in the assembly who can look at some of these things. So the two departments could perhaps come together and engage the ownership of this facility to help address this particular challenge.
Exactly. So because poultry droplets are used in compost manure, right? And so if a poultry farmer is not able to manage the droplets of his poultry effectively, then it means there is something wrong, especially when the owner is operating in an already developed community. So, for instance, this farm in Policeman Junction, the owner has created some outlets, a number of outlets in his fence wall. So when it rains, they would sweep the droplets to the outlets, and then the running water would carry the droplets out and run it through the entire community. When these droplets could have been collected and then maybe sent to an establishment that deals in compost manure and ensure that it is recycled, right? So maybe when the assembly comes in with its experts, they can be able to devise a strategy that may be quite friendlier than what is currently being done by the farmers. Even if relocation wouldn't be an immediate option as of now. But we do also know that it is not advisable or healthy enough to have birds or poultry being reared in the midst of or within a very developed area. It's not advisable, even for the health and safety of the birds themselves.
But it's the arguments the owners make, that they were there, the community came to meet them, the development came to meet them. So it makes it difficult to insist that they relocate.
So this is where we question authority as to whether that area was zoned to be used as a farm or as a residential area.
Sure. Yeah. Very well, Chrissy. Thank you so much for your time, and kudos to you for the good work you've been doing for the channel. Akwesi is a Central Regional Correspondent, and he's been speaking to us regarding this situation in Papase number 2 in the Central Region, where the existence of a poultry farm continues to present environmental challenges to residents in the area.
Normally these things, what happens then, the assembly has its hands tied. Reason it's the owner of the poultry farm or the ranch. There was a cattle ranch, for instance, that was somewhere in Gan West. It was the same thing. So the droppings or the fecal matter from the whatever the operations is there, the people are not able to bear the stench that is emanating from the place, and they're supposed to speak to the assembly and all that. But
the assembly cannot say it has its hands tied. Philip.
Reason why I'm saying that is that it comes with the demarcation of the area.
Granted.
What really is the area?
The zoning.
The zoning, good. Is it a residential area or whatever it is? Then now, after you've had that structure there for some time, i.e., your poultry farm for like 5-6 years, then people start building around it. The people who are building around it want you to move out of the place.
Philip, regardless of the intended purpose of the area, whether an industrial area, a commercial area, residential area, or whatever it is, there are rules and guidelines concerning how you run a business in every place. You get it? So let's say it's not meant for a residential community, but for businesses to operate. You won't be the only business there. Are you allowed to pollute the environment?
Well, so it comes in.
What does the bylaws of the assembly say regarding sanitation?
It comes in with the fact that the assembly, the EPA, would have to.
Exactly. You cannot create outlets or tunnels from your facility for droppings of your birds to be washed into the community. You get it? There's noise pollution, there's air pollution, and whatever other pollution.
So
and we have laws against some of these things.
That found these things.
The assembly should be able to crack the whip. It's simplicity.
It's simple like that.
Yeah.
We have the vice chairman for landlords, the landlords vice chairman, Papase Association in Papase. That is a vice chairman, Landlords Association, Papase, who is actually joining us, Michael Habada. Good morning, Michael.
Morning. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm also fine.
Good. Let me start with this. Is it that the poultry farm was in the area for how many years, if it was, before development started? Or the place was quite already developed, let me put it that way, there were people staying there before the poultry farm actually was situated in the area?
Actually, I was here around, I would say it's about 9 years ago. But there's a poultry farm around before I came to the area. Then before I was here, it's not like the way we are experiencing it now. But it's about 2 years now that we start to experience the pollution of the environment at the area. Then interviewing the landlord that's around, people are saying that it happened a time ago. And then they took it individual, go to the man and discuss with him, but he didn't even accept them to enter into the area. But now it become very worse because they create a hole under their first wall, and then any time that it rains, then the water will push everything out to the area. Then we can't stay in our house without opening our window and all those things. So it's like we are facing a lot of problems here. And then we invited Channel 1, I think it's about a month now. And then they came to the area. We even went there. I don't even think he allowed them to enter the yard.
So right now, as residents, you are asking that the sanitation situation should be worked on, or is it a relocation of the poultry farm?
The place is not developing, so I think they should relocate the poultry farm because the place is developing the area now.
And have you had talks with the owner of this poultry farm?
A lot of people are saying that they even went there, then he don't even allow them to enter the place. But we, the landlord association, is now that we started our association here. We almost 3 months now.
Anyway, so go ahead.
We even didn't go there because a lot of people in the area confirmed that the man is, he don't even allow them to enter there if they want to go there.
Wow. What has the assembly told you? I'm sure the information may have gotten to the assembly. And since they are the local authority there, what are they doing about it?
A friend told me that they went to the assembly without informing the association. And then they told them that they have to form an association before we can go ahead and do whatever we want to do. That is why we even formed the association now. But the association, we don't even go to now that we are planning to go to the assembly.
Okay. So if you are now planning to go to the assembly, what are some of the things that you'll be putting before the assembly if you should go there? Because now I asked you a question, the relocation of the poultry farm, the sanitation situation at the place, and the fact that this particular place, you said it was there before you came there. Is it a residential, fully for residential, as the association may have picked this information, or it's a place that people can also do their business?
It's a residential area now. Because look at the area. My area, even for me, I don't even go around too much. But he is the only this thing, how do you call it, a poultry farm around here. What I can say. So it's like a place become a...
Right. Michael, do you know if the owner of this poultry farm lives in the area? Hello? Oh, unfortunately, we've lost Michael Habada. He's the vice chairman, Landlords Association and Papase. If we're able to get to him again, I want to find out if the owner of the farm lives in the area.
Maybe smells what is happening there.
That's it.
Wow. but this thing is that it can travel a very long time. I know what I'm saying when it comes to these assemblies and residence issues, and because someone is also thinking of his sort of investment, and maybe the tackling of the thing first should be with the sanitation and how the waste is being churned out.
Philip, there are standards that we all conform to. Without laws and regulations, we would have all been in the jungle behaving like animals.
Mm-hmm.
I do not stand or sit here to accuse the owner of the poultry farm of anything.
Mm-hmm.
However, if the operation or the running of his business is a nuisance to residents in the community,
it should be taken
there
out.
should be some, if you like, dialogue or conversation had towards addressing same. And I keep saying that the buck stops with leadership. The assembly has bylaws it runs with. The EPA as the Environmental Protection Authority, the institution mandated to ensure safer environments for us, has laws it works with. Are these laws being breached? Do they have an inspection directorate? Have they gone to make any monitoring or do some inspection to know that the operation of the farm is conforming to the laws as stipulated or as granted by the act that establishes the EPA? Is anything being breached? If he's operating within the mandate and the remit of the law, he's fine. But I'm saying that it is for good reason that appointments are made to authorities or to institutions so that the laws and regulations of these institutions can be applied to ensure a safer environment for all of us. How is it that because of your profit-making organization, I shouldn't be able to breathe God-given air?
Wow.
Free air. You get it? So the buck stops with the assembly and the EPA. They should be able to take action on this matter. You cannot sit and tell me that you went there and the man refused you access to the facility. And so you fold your arms and go and sit in the comfort of your air condition and allow this to fester. If it is wrong, and it should be dealt with as per the dictates of the law. It's as simple as that.
Well, point well noted.
Yes,
we will be following up. We will see what will come out of it. We just pray that now the assembly will be well informed. Akwesi made mention of the fact that the assembly says it's not informed about this or doesn't know anything about it. These assemblies, I keep saying, they have a way of playing their thing, but definitely we will be following up keenly on this particular story. And for the people around that facility, that is a poultry farm, and also that is the people in Papase, for them to actually breathe fresh air like that. That's what is saying. We'll take a quick break here. When we come back, on Fridays, we do not end the show without telling you about entertainment stuff. Stay with us, your breakfast daily. We'll be back with more on the show.
11 June to 19 July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches from as little as 98 Ghana cedis live on SuperSport. Only on GoTV.
This week on The Upside Down Show, outspoken and seasoned journalist Paul Adam Ochery sits down with Frema Edunyame for a bold and revealing conversation from political neutrality in the media to matters of law and national discourse.
People believe that a journalist shouldn't take sides.
But why so? Why should journalists be? Why shouldn't lawyers be neutral? Why should a journalist be neutral? Journalist is like anyone else.
Did you want to be a lawyer at some point, or you just needed the knowledge?
Yes, I studied law. I have a law degree from the University of Ghana as an LLB.
Okay.
I was the second batch of the postgraduate students in 2001.
Okay. So where did all those stories come from?
It's people. It's up to them.
He speaks candidly and without restraint.
If I'm not a lawyer, Kwame Ahoy, they call him law professor, he too is not a lawyer.
Are you going to watch the World Cup in the US? Will you go?
I am still not used to a World Cup being played in different countries. I like to watch World Cups in England. In 2002's World Cup, I watched in England.
England is the home of football.
They will set up Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
They will set up all of those beautiful places.
So will you go this year? Are you thinking about it?
I would want to. I'll see the Ghana-England game at home. I'm planning to have people with me to see it.
Make a date this and every Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
From Accra to Buenos Aires, from Lagos to London, to World Cup Central, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right here on Channel 1 TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930 and their best finish at the World Cup was third place in 1930. That was a long time ago.
Every Friday at 3 p.m. we serve it fast, bold and electric. No fluff, just pure football knowledge delivered with style.
You couldn't beat Norway. So
It's a Friday.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Some guy is sitting here, who is he?
He's been coming every Friday.
To do what?
To tell us what is happening in the world of entertainment. He's been coming here every Friday. Every Friday you see him here.
Nice meeting you, sir. My name is Fifi Anan.
Okay.
I work with City FM Channel 1 TV Ghana Weekend.
Okay.
So I'm the host of the Vibe Room on City FM.
Okay.
I'm an entertainment writer on Ghana Weekend as well.
And so what?
I was the one who attended the TGMA, so I'm here to talk about it.
The guy who has orange hair or
was that
something.
boy who had dyed his hair and he was asking people. He was wearing togas. You saw his khaki trousers.
Charlie, but that was two people go through.
Where did you get it from?
A friend hooked me on.
Or United States of Cantamanto?
No. This one wasn't Canta. TGMA drip was full boutique.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was cheap. It's not the expensive boutique. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But the outfit was dope.
Thank you. Thank
was
you.
Dope. I like the shoe. I like the bell.
I was started by my friend. I didn't know what to wear, so less than 48 hours.
So somebody said, "Who are you wearing?"
I'm wearing my friend Deuces. Yeah, my friend Deuces style. Less than 48.
But how was the event?
Why you guy?
The guy shut out.
I didn't learn from you, Rave Master.
Hey,
the senior most.
Oh, I see the guy. Hey.
Nana.
No, I'm so.
Thank you, sir.
We like it.
We can come office, can take.
Which office?
Your office.
Okay.
Yeah, after
office.
Yeah,
I don't know what to be talking about.
Compliment if you back and plus some envelope things.
If from here, I go to Okokunte.
How was the event?
It was fairly okay. I mean, you can't have it all figured out. Definitely there will be some issues, but last it was superb. And you know, after TGMA, a lot of things trend on social media. What people are wearing, who is in the trends for winning hordes, who is disagreeing with someone's win and all that. So yeah, that's part of the things that have been making waves. But let me ask both of you, what would be your definition for an ideal Ghanaian classic album?
Classic.
What's a classic album to you?
I don't know about classic. I know about evergreen.
Yeah,
10, 15 years from now, we should still be able to
Mm.
listen to it.
Like today, you drop that in Lupus track, Charlie. Everybody will
It's
sing.
a classic.
Yeah. Oh,
So, you know, Black Sheriff won Album of the Year at the TGMAs. And right after that, there were tags on the album as it being a classic, you know. But some also
The
feel
Iron Boy
the
album.
Iron Boy album. Some also feel it's too early to label it a classic because this is the second year of the song. We can't tell if 10 years from now or 15 years from now
People
it will
still be listening.
you know, be banging. So that's part of the things that are, you know, making waves on social media. I don't know what you two think. Would you place it under a classic album, or we should give it time?
I think it's an album that will survive the test of time. And I say this because, you see, Blacko is that guy who does music that transcends generations. So our fathers are singing and bumping to Blacko's music. We are. The young ones are. So if you ask me, he's transcended generations with his music.
Even market women sing.
You get it?
Yeah.
So I feel the Iron Boy album, if you ask me, is a masterpiece. But what happens to music now is that on a daily, people are churning out music. So if you decide to slow down on the promo because you feel you've dropped it, it's done well over
People
time.
will move on.
People will move on from it and jump onto the new one that is coming. You get
I
it?
get
Because
it.
there's new music every single day. Unlike back in the day where, I mean, the recording and the programming, the mastering and everything could take you years.
Yeah.
So if you studied, albums were dropped in or near December. But now we're dropping albums.
Everything has been made easier.
Yeah, and now something that they do every 2 weeks, you hear, oh, there's some album listening here. We're going for album listening here. I'm like, yeah, you people who are just doing albums and dropping it like that.
They're just dumping albums.
You're buying sachet water on the streets. You understand? But I think that's the thing. The momentum should be there. The push should still be. Although he's dropped there, it's done well. It's won him Artist of the Year. If you drop your guard, that's it. You're off the market. Because just like he came onto the scene, I mean, he made history as the youngest to have won the Artist of the Year. That was the previous one he did, right? 24 years. Right. Same way he came. Another youngin is coming. So you don't drop your guard. Yeah, that's what I think.
And now, majority of listeners are young people. These are people whose attention span do not transcend 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Every day, people are churning out new sounds. People will move on from your sound to another sound. So we live to see. But it's a beautiful album. It's one of the finest we ever come out of Ghana. So yeah, he won Artist of the Year, and he did something very heartwarming. He shared the prizes he won with other artists. So he won 100,000 Ghana cedis music video, money to cater for any music video of his choice. He also won an album listening. So he gave the 100K prize to Ara DJ, and he gave the album listening to Ghana Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are, like I'm saying, these are also fantastic guys.
Fantastic guys.
Charlie, the competition there is about to get tough.
So after giving, so what does he get now?
So it's just the plaque. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's okay with the plaque.
But it's beautiful to see. You know, he's under a record label, a very big record label. You know,
what's the name of his record label?
Empire.
Yeah.
These things, shooting a video, hosting, listening, will not be a problem for him. But Ghana Boy is now on the rise. Ara DJ is now on the rise. They need these things more than he does.
Ara DJ is a big boy.
Yeah.
Charlie.
And it's beautiful to see that gesture from him.
Black. So he was wearing a suit that
Jackson
had a hoodie.
Yeah. With shiny on it.
But he actually looked like Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
No. When he was performing on the stage.
I think he wanted to represent Michael Jackson on the night
because he's a pop star.
Yeah, he's a pop star.
And he did that. He did it. I mean, the outfit for the performance was solid, but that white suit with the hoodie. Yeah. Right.
So
but that's Blacko.
Yeah,
you don't expect him to do the ordinary.
No, he won't do that.
He won't do the ordinary.
Reason why I feel we should also tone down on some of the outfits people wore on the red carpet.
I mean, Charlie, listen, attending any concert or any awards,
you want to look crazy?
It's very expensive.
Okay.
It is very, very expensive. Ask the man. Ask him. He was there. Ask him if it was easy. He's sitting here being modest. Because if he discloses it, HR is watching. HR will be wondering, but this guy, how much are we paying him that he's spending so much on this?
Some of the outfits that people were
expensive. So I mean, let's cut people some slack.
And then it's a big event.
Yeah, so
everybody wants to.
Oh, beautiful! I like this one.
The ladies actually wore it best.
Wow.
They look better than the gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Fikinata.
Oh, AJ.
Flamingo lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey.
Wendy. Mama D.
Swagger.
Blacko. This is what you're talking about. Oh, so
no, pause it.
Pause it. What do you produce?
No, not Blacko. Pause it.
The host of the thing. The man was hosting the thing. The man, no.
Yeah, so that's Van Veka. He's coming out with a new movie at the end of the year. He's back creating movies. Yeah, let's focus on Van Veka.
Charlie, but you shut out. Oh, nice. Yeah, with the earrings.
Yeah. With a dyed hair.
It was a beautiful experience.
What actually influenced your decision or made you take that decision to dye your hair?
So my Lupus was brown and white. So I had to pair it with something. Yeah, and then
you pair it with a pocket square and then your hair.
My hair, yeah.
But have you noticed that he has a different hair color for every event?
Wow. No, you have a special barber?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. So you tell him what to do, he knows what to do.
Okay, if people can discuss barbers, me there. I'm going
to say barber.
The Lord is my barber.
Yeah, so that's it for the team.
Wow, interesting.
Overall, I'd rate the organization and technical aspect as 6 out of 10. There were some technical hitches with regards to performances from some artists. I mean, beautiful performance like Last Made. We've heard their vocals in other countries and all that, but then on TGMA nights, technical issues do not make them sound the way.
Like Kofi Kinata.
Yeah,
this is simple.
Yeah, very simple. Very simple. Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's Enam, right?
Enam, yeah. She won the female vocalist.
So Kinata Donzi, who's the guy in the middle?
I don't really know.
That's Donzi Chaka.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Donzi this morning, man. Yeah.
So that's that. The technical issue 6 out of 5. Overall, it was a beautiful event. Yeah. But also, Kecha won Music Group of the Year. Yeah. And
at where?
TGMA. But they've been there since they've been there for a very long time.
So
they've actually stayed for long.
You get people saying Dope Nation should have won it, blah blah blah, but they didn't get nominated. They didn't file for nomination. Actually. And
We're focusing on Kakalika.
Keche says even if Dope Nation was nominated, they still would have won it over Dope Nation.
I feel they've stayed for long. I feel Keche.
What song or album did they submit?
Can't even lay hands on that.
Have they dropped any song within the year?
Yeah, the year that really dropped songs.
Which song is
dropping some nice songs.
They've dropped one titled another one too. Yeah, but Keche is evergreen, man.
Yeah,
they still have the energy. But would you be happy to see Dope Nation perform at the FIFA World Cup? The Kakalika song.
Oh yeah, it'll be great to have them there. It'll be an amazing feat for a music duo from Ghana to perform at that stage. It will be amazing. It will be a plus for Ghana. It will be super. But Charlie, the honest truth that you people are refusing to face is that it doesn't just take social media campaigns to get them there.
It's true. We need insiders.
It doesn't take just social media campaigns. And you see, the World Cup is what, about 28 days away? Charlie, the work should have been done a long time ago. Unless, of course, there is a general wave around the world that makes them a want-to-have, if I can put it that way.
For the wave, I think it's already happening. We've seen footballers.
Yes, but the wave is happening, and people are doing the kakalika dance, people are not asking for the artist.
That's true.
You see, that sometimes
the song and the
song
dance
can be bigger than the artist. You get it?
Yeah.
And I feel that's where the gap is. So the song comes with a dance that has peaked like that, but who did the song?
Yeah, I saw.
That's where I feel the gap is.
One person posted the Kakalika dance video, and then Dope Nation commented, and the person's response to Dope Nation was, "You should do a video and post too," not knowing they are the originators of the song.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so I think something needs to be done with regards to pairing their image with the song. They should move together.
If nothing, so that the appeal for the song and the dance comes with an appeal for the artist.
If nothing can be done, they should just split at the World Cup.
Yeah, but it's Dope Nation.
It should be our official jubilation.
Let's just play there. Charlie, thank you so much. Let me say happy birthday to Ghana's finest gospel musician, Unbreakable Joyce Blessing. Yeah, Joyce Blessing. Yeah, she's a great sister. This is coming from Nora Ahin of Pantine.
Okay.
NMTC. May God bless.
Yes.
Or this is actually a message too. Of her, and also Nora Ahin is also celebrating her birthday. So this is what
happy
it's
birthday
coming
to
from.
Nora as well.
Yeah. So this is how we wrap up today's edition of Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. It's been an interesting one. Myself, Philip Latte.
And I am. And that's what
Ray Master.
Let's go party, Charlie.
Keep watching Channel 1 TV. Bye.